Hello, community. Another Ready Collective open mic tonight. Today, welcome, and look who we have in there, John.
Good
How you doing, buddy?
morning, sir. I guess it's probably not
Good.
morning for you anymore, but hey, good morning.
Afternoon. It's noon right now. How you doing?
Doing all right. It's another sports
Good.
weekend in this
I
household.
know it. Everybody's into football. I don't watch football, so I'm sorry.
No, like for my kids.
Oh,
I
really?
don't watch football either. I'm wearing my fantasy football wizard shirt
Hey, there you
in
go.
rebellion. No, my oldest Kate's got a volleyball tournament up in LA, so it's like a good hour plus drive, and then they're playing all day. So I'm hanging with Kate or with Charlie here, sorry, and then she's got soccer tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So it's kid sports, not
yeah. I got you.
None of this.
Everybody's telling me about football this week. I'm like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I am not a football fan, and
I have no idea. I mean, I'll watch Super Bowl once in a while, but that's about it.
The best thing about COVID for me was the fact that I had a great excuse to get out of doing fantasy football ever again. Like I quit the family league, and I've never turned back.
Yeah. SS Brooklyn, thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. Christina, thank you so much, love. Really, really appreciate it. Big time, man. A really good lady in the community right here. She's always shouting everybody out all the time, putting the links out. Love you. Thank you so much.
I feel like she's the Thanos of blue wrenches. Like she's collecting them like Infinity Stones. I feel like everyone just needs to instinctively. I just did it the other day to my channel. I was like, why doesn't Christina have a wrench in my channel? And I just went and wrenched her.
But you got a link too, Christina. If you want to come on with us, you can come on with us live today. I sent you one. So, the community hangout. Just have fun. Kevin, you too. Probably a couple. Monty won't make it with us today, but I am going to say some updates for him. This has been a lot of fun, John. You have to admit. I'm having fun.
If you're gonna give another clue, I gotta get I gotta write some stuff down. I know he's going live in a couple hours, right, or something like that.
He's gonna go on at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Okay.
Oh, I think it'd be what?
1 o'clock my time.
1 o'clock your time.
And 4 o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
He's out doing errands today, and he's got to get back home really quick and do his live. He's got more. He'll have a couple more things. I think today he's going to talk about his PO box. So we'll get that. But yeah, you're like me. I've been taking tons of notes.
I still don't know how I'm gonna fit all my answers onto one backing board. It's gonna be
trying to follow it. Well, you know what you do? Put it on a magazine board.
I might type my answers, print them, and then glue them on. That's the teacher trick. Like, you can shrink that font down as small as you want.
Exactly. Kenneth, thank you for being here, my man. Oh my goodness. Chris Large, I will send you, listen, if you want to come on today, you can. I'll send you a link. I'll send it to the email. So if you want to come on, you can. If you got time, you're more than welcome. You too, Hudat. I'll post it in the chat. How about that? Make it easy for everybody. Let me just do that. But yeah, there we go. It's going to be in the chat, you guys. I hope it's there because I don't have my YouTube up. For some reason, John, the last half hour, my computer just went, slowed down. No, it was just slowing down. I'm like, what's it still doing? What is it doing? And I would have my other window open, and it's just slow.
Yeah, it's working in the chat. I see it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Because I can't see my YouTube. I have it off because it was just, I don't take too many resources. I have no idea. You're still recovering. I didn't know you were having surgery. What did you have? You have to, whatever. Just listen. You can come on. It's a community chat. So it's in the links, you guys. The link is in the chat. Just pop on and I'll bring you on. Hope you feel better, buddy. If not, I'll talk to you, Chris, on Sunday if you got time. If you're home, if you're still recovering, then I'll talk to you on Sunday. See how our families are doing. Cool. So let me see. I have been rebagging and reboarding my brains out. It's been driving me absolutely crazy. I've been trying to set up a 275-gallon fish tank. Ooh. I got it in my living room over here.
Yikes.
So yeah. And the queen has been asking me, so when are we going to upgrade Lucian's tank? So we've been raising a snapping turtle. So when we first got him, he was probably the size of a quarter.
Oh, wow.
Huge. And it was weird, John, because like a couple of years back, I had a snapping turtle, but he died. He got crushed under the rocks or something. So I've learned about the terrain in the bottom.
Sure.
He got crushed. He died. Oh. I was kind of bummed out.
Of course.
What was it? This is going to be 2 years now. So it's 2 years now since we got him. And I was at work and they put tar down on the ground. Willie, what is up, my buddy? Thanks for being here, man. And they put blacktop down on where I work. And usually snapping turtle babies will show up during the early spring or during a hard rain. They'll be all over the place. So we're like all putting them in the lake because the lake's right behind our work. And that day I just happened to be out there sitting out there for break, and all of a sudden, just all lonesome, this little snapping, just a little guy, just walking across the ground. I'm like, okay, you're never gonna make it with all these seagulls here.
Right.
Tons of seagulls. So I pick him up, go down the lake, and I put him right on the water or right at the shoreline so he can go in the water, and I'm pushing him in the water, and he kept on coming out. It's weird, John. I'm not kidding you. It's so weird. Just nature tells you something.
Right.
And he wouldn't go in the water. He kept on coming up to my shoe. And I'm like, buddy, you're free. Go. And he kept on coming back. So I picked him up and I brought him home. So we had a little nursery for him. And so he was like this. He's now like this.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny, John, because I can literally pick him up and I know better. You don't want to get your hand caught in his mouth, but his neck has got to be like this long, and he's just changing. It's cool. But the queen, you should see it's I'm having fun with it because I get to see the queen. It puts a smile on her face.
Right.
It's right next to the door where she goes upstairs and she sees him. I get it. That damn turtle eats better than I think my dog and me do. Freeze-dried shrimp that stink really bad, but she gets a little long forceps tweezers, picks out a little shrimp, puts it down there, and he just grabs it right out of her mouth, right out of her
I love it.
prongs. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, we're building on that, and then oh man, but you know how our comics are. It's never ending.
No,
Never ending.
never ending.
Also, just a side note, I don't know if I can say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Update for Monty. So you guys, if you're watching this and you're watching this on the rewind, his links are down below. I'm not going to tell you anything. It's a treasure hunt. I want you to have fun with it. And everybody over at Dr. Silver Age's channel this morning, all you guys, if you catch this, please go check out those links down below and just follow it and see if you can keep up with it. And he's got the answers out there. You just got to track them down. There's other shows you got to go watch too. But trust me, he's going to make it a lot of fun and very interesting. And it'll be a lot of fun.
It has been already.
Awesome. Yes. Kevin. Yeah.
Fine day to you, gentlemen. How you doing?
On the show, dude.
Great seeing
I haven't
you.
seen this guy in at least 12 hours.
That is a
Nice
true
to
statement and
see
a
you.
half. I hope you guys are doing well.
Yes. Good. Nice to
Getting
see
started.
you, Kev.
It's great to be seeing as opposed to
So
viewing.
one of the little bonuses in his competition is you'll get a bonus in his contest if you do some kind of art. So don't forget art.
Yeah.
He
I'm
wants
already
some
planning my
creative
art
people
piece.
out there.
I take it you're talking about the scavenger hunt thing?
Yeah.
Monty,
I
Mr.
am
White
so
Gloves.
curious on how he came up with that.
Who, Monty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the scavenger hunt idea.
Oh yeah, he's been thinking about it forever. He talks to me all the time, but it's been an ongoing thing.
Because I was showing people how I wrote the exact same thing about 4 years ago.
Nice.
Do it right out of my YouTube book because I was like,
Nice.
finally did it. Someone did it.
Yep. Nice.
I've seen something similar as far as like scavenger hunts across YouTube.
Sure.
But it's usually like you have to leave a comment on certain videos across YouTube as opposed to like listen to the video and take something out of it.
Right.
That's
Because
precisely
he'll either plant it in the middle, beginning or end. You don't know where.
Which is hard because some of them are like, that's a 6-hour live stream. I got to find Monty somewhere in the middle of the 6-hour live stream.
I don't want to give it away, but my buddy Rob, Gem Mint, Rod.
Wait, now I'm confused.
No. We're talking about Robert, the court reporter.
Oh, not near Mint.
Not near Mint. Yeah. Sorry, Rob.
Like it's not Gem. I know it's not Gem.
No. We were talking earlier, late last night. Great dude. What was it? Oh, I just lost my place. There was something else too.
Something that he's got planned for this giveaway.
Yeah, the scavenger hunt.
Yeah. See, I brain farted. Old. Sorry, I'll think about it later.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah, it will. Who dat? What's up, buddy? Thank you, man. He's not making it easy for anyone. Trust me.
Well, the beauty is about it too. Is, to me, one of the overall goals wasn't to just like make the game or just to do a giveaway. The idea was to cross-pollinate other channels. You know what I mean? To force individuals to go to other places and go, wow, I never knew this existed. Because, it's weird because we're all 6 degrees. This is a true 6 degree type situation, YouTube.
Yeah.
So we're all probably 3 degrees. You know what I mean? You just don't know that other third degree more times than not. So it's a brilliant idea. I really like it.
And the other neat thing too is that he's doing it old school. So you got to get a stamp, send it to him. It's going to go in a bat. You're going to get a ticket. Boom, boom, boom. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, from my
That's the-
understanding, he's requiring old school postcards.
Postcards or
It's an option.
yes, or just a regular
I don't know that
backing
you'll be
board.
able to fit all the writing
Yeah.
he wants onto a postcard. I
That's
don't
a
know if I'll
lot.
be able to fit it on a backing board.
Or put it on a backing board. Yep.
Yeah.
Or if you're smart, you can also do it on a magazine backing board.
There you go.
I feel like putting my answers in a code and then making him break the code just to fuck with him a little bit.
Yes.
Just to mess with him a little bit.
bit.
I feel like Turnabout's fair play on this.
Yeah, too much work for me. Who dat? Come on, you've known him forever. It's fun.
Knowing him doesn't make it any better.
No,
It does
It's
make
all
it
about
doesn't.
your interest in
because he gives me
puzzles.
crap all the time.
Because this has been ongoing for what now? Over a week, right?
It's been almost 2-3
month.
weeks. Yeah.
That long. See, I think that's what Who Dat's commenting on. He's like, wait,
Yep.
this is like a month-long investment.
Yeah, it's still a few weeks left. I think he was hoping to be done when he gets his post office box here soon.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. It's considerably more extensive than what I was initially. I was thinking
Yeah.
about doing a one deal.
Yeah, you just put
all
your
about
work. You got to put your work into it. Yeah, if you're really interested.
Yeah, this
what
is
is
an investment. It's cool
Yep.
though.
Community. No, what is it? Participation. There we go. You know, I think it's great.
Yeah.
You
got to follow the bouncing Monty ball.
So if you're hearing this, Monty, I love you, dude. Think it's great. Oh my goodness. So what do you got? Anything new? I've seen a couple of stuff you've been doing, John. Awesome. If you guys,
I've been doing a lot of movie. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of movie stuff with guys like Matt over at Mr. Gretzky, and then Carlito Classico. So right, it's Matt is such a funny guy, and he's like, when he gets an idea, he's so in it.
I watched the James Bond one. I thought that was a lot of. I was cooking. I was experimenting that day, John, in the kitchen. I was doing something with potatoes. Okay, it was potatoes and flour, and I was using sweet potato flour, and I was trying to make kind of like a hot pocket or steam pocket.
Okay.
But with potatoes, and it sounds weird, but they came out pretty good. But boy, it's like it just like a lead brick. Boom.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of starch there.
But I got to watch. I was watching you on my stove top. But
Awesome.
It was
Thank
you guys look like you're having such a blast. It was awesome.
Well, he now wants to do like our 50 favorite all-time movies, and
oh my goodness, you know how hard that's going to be. That's going to be a 5-hour stream.
You don't even know. I'm talking him down to make it like 10 movie chunks so that we can break it up. And he's got big ideas, and I'm just trying to keep up with Matt.
Yep, yeah, I know. I love Matt. I haven't seen him in so long. Neither. It was great seeing him.
Yeah, no,
man.
I think I may have stirred the pot too much. Now he's going to be like every 2 weeks he's got a new idea.
Talking about Matt. Hold on. There was. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. So, talking about Matt, I got this from Matt many years ago. And he actually had an artist do this for me. And it's appropriate. It's a perfect time to show this. You're going to love it. Theory, my brother, what is up? Okay, here we go. Let me show this real quick. So I framed it. It's a little dusty because I've been cleaning my artwork off and putting it back on the wall. But he sent me this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So cool.
And I put kind of like a green background on it. But yeah. So a big shout out to Matt. That was awesome, buddy. Very, very cool. Look who else showed up. Thank you, buddy. Nice. Yo! Awesome.
What's going on, gentlemen? How are you?
Reverend.
Well,
the Reverend is here. Love it.
Be on the panel with you, bloody legends.
The great legend's not here, though.
No.
hey, I still got your legit right here. I just pulled it right off my. This is for you. This is yours.
Horror stories.
Yeah, this is Bleeker's new show. I'm just waiting for him to contact me.
Nice.
What?
I could do some horror stories.
Is that your new show?
Uh,
You make that your show?
we're gonna, I guess we're chatting about it.
Nice. I like the idea. Big Lion, what's up?
That was great seeing you, Bleeker. What have you been up to?
Yes.
Not a whole lot, brother. You know, just doing a lot of working as usual. And I picked up an art tablet. So
Oh.
I'm trying to, like, I wouldn't consider myself an artist, not an artist that draws anyway. I do a lot of other artistic things, but I'm learning how to draw, and I'm trying to learn how to draw like digitally. So I think it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. What was it? So business is good then, Bleeker?
It's business, man. It's comic books.
Yeah.
It goes up and down. It's always, I don't know. It's not good or bad. It's comic books, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's not 2021 anymore. That's for sure.
No.
But that being said, comic books are still selling.
Oh, yeah.
People are still buying books. There's gonna still be collectors. Yada, yada. A lot of
I know I'm still buying.
well, yeah, a lot of doom and gloom on that front in the comic book community.
Always.
Get the hell out of here, bro. I don't know. I just sold a slab yesterday. Stop it. Slabs are still selling.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm waiting on a few slabs to arrive now. They're entering their final processing for
Some
the show.
shameless self-branding over here.
there it
Hey,
is.
I need to get a t-shirt. You got that on your website?
You know what? I'm almost out of t-shirts. I've got 2 left, and they're both spoken for. So I'm gonna have to
Okay.
get more.
Well, when you make more, let me know.
I will definitely be making some more.
Theory. Hope you're doing well.
Digger Jim, oh my goodness. What is up? Nice. What else was there? You guys watch any movies? Oh, I know you have, John, but any movies lately, new ones?
Movies. I did watch Twisters.
How was it?
I honestly, I went in thinking I'd hate it, and it came out not hating it nearly as much as I thought I would. Let's put it
Okay. Because I've been curious about that.
I liked the first group of actors. I didn't have any connection with this second group of actors that had done it, so it's a little weird to me watching like nobody's play roles, and I'm like, oh, where's John Paxton? Where's all that?
Right.
Come on, Rose. Where's that shitty line? But it was pretty good. They did a decent job, man. It wasn't
Okay.
that bad. It was okay.
And John?
I've been going back and watching some Clint Eastwood with the girls because they've never really seen much of his stuff. So we did Fistful of Dollars and A Few Dollars More. So
Awesome.
we haven't gotten to Good, the Bad, and the Ugly yet because that's a commitment. That's a 3-hour. That's your day.
It is. And then if you want
The
to
others
really
are
go
short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked. I forgot how good A Few Dollars More was. That's a lot of fun. He and Lee Van Cleef as kind of like partners that don't trust each other, and yeah, that one's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was it? Yeah. Me and the Queen went and watched Highly Disappointed. I was really disappointed. We went and watched. I was looking forward to being good, but I can't put it in good. Even in good, it was the Alien Romulus.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh.
And I love Xenomorph. I love the Alien trilogy, but it's like,
That makes me depressed. I'm sorry to hear.
rent it. Just rent
So,
it.
I was gonna say, so many people seem to be putting it way up high on a pedestal.
They
in the
love it. I don't
community.
understand. I don't understand.
Were
I
you?
think it's maybe deprivation, right? They've been deprived of good alien movies for so long, and then they watch this one and they're like, well, it's not as shitty as those.
No.
Were you a fan of the Predator movie that came out with like the native girl and all that stuff?
Yes, that was
Prey
good.
was good.
Pray.
Okay. So I'm just checking. I'm just sort of seeing your level of
It was
what
good.
you don't mind.
I didn't say it
What's
was
bad.
excellent. I said it was good.
No, I'll get that. No, I didn't mind it at all, honestly.
Neither
Like,
did I,
as
because
far
it
as
made sense.
well, as far as the community goes, people are like, that little chick couldn't beat up a predator. I'm like, come on, man, Sarah Connor. Let's be honest here, bro.
There you go.
We're all like, Sarah Connor can take on a Terminator. Shut the F
She
up.
did those pull-ups. Didn't you see the pull-ups?
Yep.
So good.
On Tubi. Okay. I watch that once in a while.
Did anybody watch the anime Terminator anime?
I want to see that.
No, I've been wanting to see that
It's on
too.
my list.
It's
My
pretty
buddy
good.
out there,
I hear good
Zen
things.
watched
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty dope.
it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right, man. It's all right.
Awesome. Yeah, my buddy Zen watched it and he did a review on it. I'm looking forward to it. I have it on my watch list. I'm
I
gonna watch
thought
that
there was
thing.
going to be more. It was more of a story than I thought that there was going to be. It was like a real, like it was a story. I was like,
And I
okay.
heard it was kind of like an alternate universe kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's something of that nature. But again, a lot more story than I was anticipating. I was anticipating more violence and
Sure.
cool animation.
Yeah.
But there was a good amount of story. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Okay, awesome. That's good to know. Oh, how about you, Kev? Anything new lately other than all those signings you've been getting? I'm so jealous at you, bud. You got Rodney Barnes, all those signatures. I want to meet that guy so bad. I love his material.
Heck yeah.
Love his
One of the first early interviews I did way back when I remember inviting John. I think it was on to 3 interviews within the first 3 months that I was doing interviews.
Right.
Rodney Barnes, if I recall, was interview 2 that I invited John to go to. And he was also an individual that I want to interview due to the fact that he and I, in many regards, have a history together, even though we weren't directly working with one another. We were working with a lot of the same people because we both work in the entertainment industry.
Right.
So I want to speak with him not only about the books that he was reading, but about his contribution to not only TV streaming services, but sports and everything else.
Yeah. So
now over these years, it's a matter of, hey, Rodney, how you doing?
Exactly.
The one that I've been chasing for a long time that I only got to see twice in the past 5 years now is Jason Sean Alexander.
Nice.
Due to his domestic demandings, his wife, kids, all that is just put such a heavy burden on him and his work, not in a bad way, in a great way, that he's been enjoying it. And I just don't get to see him,
Right.
So whereas before that, I was like many others I was seeing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I seen him the other month and he looks great, sounds great. And it just seems like outside of the fact that Rodney and him live almost directly across the street from one another, they don't see one another when they're working anymore like they used to. So it's an interesting dynamic they have now. And that's why, again, when we talk about signing events, that's why I like doing them. Because I get this type of information. And
the thing about Rodney Barnes, though, that I like so much is the history, the stuff that he talks about of shows, because it reminds me of me when I was a kid. Like, remember Kung Fu Theater? There used to be one down the block where I used to live near St. Paul, and we'd go there every Saturday to watch Kung Fu pictures, So it's pretty cool.
His appreciation and thirst for life is rather insatiable. You know what I mean? He's constantly going. Yeah. It's amazing how much energy and drive this guy has. And it's due to the fact that I can only guess is his ambition is driven by his creativity.
Yeah.
And he just can't stop.
Yep.
It's pretty cool, because we're the recipients.
Yep. I like all his work.
So I'm just like, keep going. Do your thing, whatever makes you happy.
That's right.
I'll take 3 more copies of whatever he just wrote.
You're gonna see Jenny Frison anytime soon. I have a book I need signed, and just saying, it's really super expensive right now, so I want to make it extraordinarily expensive.
Awesome, Bleecker. What is it?
I've got Voltron #1. It's like a 9.8 copy of it, man. Yeah,
wow,
it is a dynamite book. But I never see it. She doesn't come down here. And this man always, every time I turn around, has 3,000 signatures.
Yeah.
You got a Jenny Frison in your pocket over there?
I do not. That's an individual. Wow. There's individuals that still escape me to this day, and that is one of them.
All right.
You know, I'm almost on. John actually started me on a new hunt, so my drive isn't really to just get these signatures and the stories that go along. But I have found, because again, talking to John on the last con that we saw each other at, I actually am able to extract considerably more stories from an individual while I ask them to do a sketch. So my big thing now is sketches. It's like, I don't want just the art for art's sake as much as I want the art for the conversation's sake now.
Yep.
You know, I'm actually able to buy a conversation from these individuals.
And then have a one-of-one piece of work to remember it by.
You've stepped over the threshold. You're now under the lemon tree.
When we were talking about costs of signatures from some individuals that will cost, you know, some people will, especially when you talk stars and stuff like that, you know, they want an exorbitant amount. It seems almost justifiable when we start spending so much money on just a signature to sit there and say, well, if I spend double that or triple that and not get these 3 books signed, but get the sketch, it's not only more true to me and true to what I'm after, but like what John even said, now you got that 1-on-1, you got that. It's more of what I think I'm after now. So yeah, I'm still doing the signatures. At the same point, I'm on a drive to get sketches now.
Yeah, well, it's pretty impressive.
The writer for Tick, Eli, isn't that Eli Stone, right?
Okay.
He's at Galaxy of Comics right now. I was actually considering and have him sign my Tick books. You know what I mean?
Definitely should do that. Absolutely. Tick was awesome. I don't care. Tick was great.
That the cartoon, the book came across well. It's almost like when you read Deadpool and you read it and you're like, okay, this is okay. But then when you see it portrayed, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Same thing with the Tick.
About Deadpool, I don't like reading Deadpool at all, but to see it on big screen is like, oh, well, yeah, it makes way more. It's way better than what I've been reading. I don't know. It's right. You know, maybe it's
the same thing with Tick.
But yeah, it's good, man.
You really read Tick and you're like, this is, what are you trying to do? And then you see it portrayed on the animation and say, oh, I get it. I totally get it.
I think some of those characters like Deadpool are just hard to get right. And I think, you know, I've never been a huge fan of Deadpool, but that Rick Remender Uncanny X-Force with him in it is phenomenal. And I think it's because it's like the right amount of seasoning. Like he didn't over season that food.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Cool.
So what are you cats doing? What are we doing here? What's happening?
Just socializing.
I'm going through my CLZ because I gotta make a Magic Lasso won the big mystery box giveaway from Omni X-Men last season, and I'm going through my CLZ trying to pull things that I think he would like just to kind of fill the box. So
awesome.
Finally getting around to it.
Magic Lasso, awesome.
Crazy book came in my shop the other day.
What is that?
This is Anti-Hitler Comics.
Oh my goodness. Is that the one I seen in your show?
Yeah.
You show that yeah, I was there when you got that in.
Yeah.
So what was the date on that book?
What's that?
What's the date on that book? When was it done?
It's like in 2000s, to be honest.
Was it? So it's a reprint cover?
It's a reprint cover for sure. And they came out with this whole line of anti-Hitler comics.
Wow.
So
they sold a lot.
The cover is just dope.
Yeah, it is. Very.
Devils, demons, Hitler. Right?
It kind of looks like something come out of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But
Think
that
about
was a cool book that came in.
It's very cool. Yeah, I'm working on it. Sorry.
The guy that played the ticket in the real life version, he's pretty funny actually.
Right.
I'm not certain if he's from Boston, but I think the whole scenario is kind of an East Coast setting, anyways. So it would almost make sense.
Wow.
So the next one, Jim, I'm doing two. I always have one omnibus I'm reading on my own. So I'm starting Ed Brubaker's Catwoman of East End, which he did with Darwin Cook as the artist, which I'm super pumped on that. And then the Omni X-Men season is going to be Omni New Mutants. We're going to do volume 1 of New Mutants. So we get some of the Bill Sienkiewicz, we get some of the early team stuff. So that'll be the upcoming season. And we launch in like 3 weeks. So get ready, buckle up.
I actually just started reading Savage Avengers.
Oh, yeah?
I'm excited.
How's that going?
It's very good.
I heard very good things about it.
It's awesome, man. I can't. I collected it, but I never really read it. So I just started reading it recently. Pretty happy to start reading it. I'm a big.
Is that Jason Aaron?
I believe so. I'm not.
I thought he was writing that, but I can't remember.
It's good. Go buy it. You'll like it. It's a nothing burger book. It's not worth any money.
Nothing burger book. I love it.
All right.
I hear the jingle bells. Jingle bell doggy.
You say aye. Very demanding.
Hey,
Yeah, barking up a storm.
8 months. Huh? What? Look over there. You're just fine. She just wants to kill a rabbit outside.
So what do you guys think of StreamYard charging double the price for month?
Did they double the price?
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know the
Oh,
whole
goodness.
to it, but they went from what is it, $25 a month to I think it's 44, 50 $50 a month or something.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
I did not hear that news. I did not
No,
want to
I
hear
didn't
that.
either. I didn't get that update.
That puts a damper on things, man. I'm like, church is a very popular place to hang out, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
without that 10 spots is pretty. That's a nice feature. It's a nice feature to have.
It's going to be church sponsored by
OBS. We're going to learn OBS.
Bigger Jim, I have used the Lightbright, and I found out that I'm still a terrible artist, but I'm even worse on a computer because it's a new skill, man. Honestly, learning all the tools and learning how to look at a screen while drawing in front of you is really difficult. Because I didn't get an expensive one. I got like a beginner entry level ones because I'm not, I don't want to be spending $500, $600, $700 to $1,000 on something that I'm not going to really use.
Sure.
Figured I'd learn how to do it first and then see where it goes from there.
Right. What? You're okay. I'm trying not to. I'm so sick of YouTube censoring my streams whenever I put music on, and it's music that's not.
It's tricky.
Yeah, it's music that's not copyright, whatever, and they keep copy striking me. I'm just like, what are they doing that for? And then I go, look, oh, it's this little tiny segment of the video. Really?
Yeah, YouTube will get you, especially for music. They really hate that shit.
So I'm kind of like, I don't know, because it's so quiet. I like the music.
Yeah.
And the music that they give you to play in the background sucks.
Some of it does, yeah. I actually downloaded some stuff that was YouTube, from YouTube that can be used. They still tag me.
I did that in my last slab or not the slab video, and they were like, nah, I'm like, well, first of all, it said no copyright, blah blah blah, yada yada yada.
Yep.
Okay, copyright.
What is it? Yeah, true. That's right, Brooklyn.
Yeah, when you do that kind of stuff, you have to put it on silent, and you have to cut it all up and like talk through it. You can't. It's weird to do all that movie review stuff, and it's complicated.
Wow, was he really, Al? Oh my goodness, that would have been awesome. I would have been starstruck. He's talking about Rodney Barnes. I think that's who he's talking about. It's going to be at this year's. Really? That's going to be fun. I'll probably buy everything off his table. It's ridiculous. I already got his his Blackula book and all of that from his actual website. And we usually go on the website. So
yeah, he'll sign everything you put in front of him. This is really nice, you know. And he's definitely have stories.
Right. Yeah, that's something I've noticed. I've noticed that as well. So what is your newest thing you're reading now, Bleecker?
The thing what I'm reading right now is Savage Avengers. That's like
okay.
I want to get through that whole run. I let it go long enough. I'm going to read the whole run. I've decided to go and start reading books that I collected that I haven't actually opened yet. So I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I've got all these books sitting under my bed, and I haven't cracked but one of them. So let's get that going. Read some of those stories. I read bits and pieces here and there, but I don't like cracking my books. But I found a couple of cool sites online that you can read comic books if you really want to. So I use 1 Million Comics. You can read pretty much any comic you want on there. It's pretty good.
Oh, the website. Okay.
Yeah, the website's great. Especially if you're buying slab books and you want to read them, like all the cool slab books that I've been buying recently. I've been checking out those stories because you want to read those. Hudak Comics, how you doing?
Yeah, he's rather amazed that we're not all talking at the same time.
I know. He's giving me shit.
All right, it's a little quiet, but at least we're all not talking over top of each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to avoid. You
ever tried talking at church? Bloody well impossible. Even I can't get a word.
I've noticed.
You gotta yell your opinion at church. Shut up! It's my turn.
You can always have like a now serving thing. You know what I mean? Just now serving.
We're gonna have to start hitting a button or something because it's getting out of hand.
You can say, the church now recognize, such and such for 2 minutes, and
give me a second, buddy.
Digger Jim wants a link.
Yep. Jim, look in the chat. There's a link right there. Just click on it. It'll pop in. It's right in the chat link. Hang on.
I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Boston Chris, but he started doing some lives recently, which is cool. It's interesting to see him get back online and start doing something with his channel.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
He went on
right there, bud.
Who dat?
Why did I do it twice? I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it went to the other. I don't want it over there. Doggone it. There he is. Jim!
What's up, fellas?
Don't worry, buddy.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I came on because I wanted to join for a few minutes. I'm just procrastinating. I have some sanding and painting that I'm supposed to be doing. My wife's like, "Look, I brought this new light fixture for the kitchen."
Hint.
And our house is from the 50s, so the light fixture is like this big square, but the one she bought is round. So now and you take that off and there's like, 50 years of paint that's this thick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's never that easy like it is on TV. It just sucks. I want it to be like you can just screw it in, but no, it's like a 3-day event.
Yep.
I said,
It sounds like great content. Make sure you put this on YouTube.
I know, right?
It does sound like
That's what you have to deal with. Yeah. No, it does. You know what?
Everything you described is what I want to see now.
YouTube hates me already because I don't split up my content. They're like, we don't know what to do. You're into comics, you're into digging. I don't know where to send people, which is stupid, but whatever.
Right.
That's that's a real thing, man. Even
it is.
A lot of top YouTubers, they will have different channels for different.
Oh,
things.
yeah.
They have a short channel, they have a live channel, and then they have a video channel. And
I think you can bridge the gap just by burying a few comics in the backyard and digging them up.
I know that would be a whack comic special for sure.
That is definitely
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Bring a comic with you every time you're digging, and then just like act as if you just
I
found
think
it.
And I'm kind of gonna do something like that. I think I just posted one today of some houses in the neighborhood, and I think what I'm gonna do for the next one, I'm working on trying to make my because I just use my phone. I don't have like a camera, but I have it mounted to my chest, and I'm gonna try to do better at. It looks very guerrilla style. I'm trying to make it a little cleaner, but I think what I'm gonna do is like, oh look, here's a 1955 wheat penny I found, and then I'm gonna have like a transition and show, and you could have bought this comic in 1955.
That's cool. That's
Or
cool.
here's a 1940, but they don't have any comics in the 1800s, so
Actually, they do.
know.
Actually,
Comics originated from all political point of view, so you can actually pull excerpts from all that and put it out there. And
That's
there
true.
are
That.
a lot of political papers during the 1800s that are worth a lot of money due to the fact of the cartoon depictions within.
Very cool. I'll have to look into that. I mean, where I'm hunting now, or where I'm detecting now, it's crazy. You just don't know what's going to come out of the ground. There's this guy in the neighborhood that is part of what he does for a living is give local history classes. And I took one just to see what, how it was. It was good. And he lives around the corner from me. So I said, do you care if I come and metal detect your yard? He's like, nah, but this house was built in the 40s. You're not going to find much. And I found an 1800s coin in the back, and he about, crapped his pants. He was like, what?
Nice.
That's crazy.
Nice.
So, yeah, but no, it's that time of year. You're going to start seeing more of them now, because in the fall is when I go. When it's summertime, it's too hot. It's too dry here. It's like trying to dig into concrete. It sucks. It's not fun. If it's not fun,
My suggestion is when you pull up a couple comics out of the ground, make sure it's something related to it, meaning like Metal Man, Iron Man, things like that.
Right?
Ooh,
That would
I
be
like
So
that.
something that people can relate on both sides.
I found
Yeah.
the Infinity
I
Gauntlet.
get it.
I even got. I all of a sudden just had a flash thought of a quick intro flash intro spot when you're doing your metal detecting things in your back. It's some field or whatever. You can sit there and do it, prep it up in advance, make it look like hills of dirt.
Uh-huh.
And you're kind of and you're put it in real fast motion. You're going down. You keep digging, and then you bring something up, and then do it again, and bring it up again. It could be something
Well,
really
Robert,
interesting.
you're in charge of all that. You make all that stuff for me now.
I
I can show some stuff I picked up.
Yeah,
I I've kind of dropped off. You're not going to see me on like New Comic Book Day anymore. I pretty much have.
I don't blame you.
I've weeded that out. There's some specific runs that I want to work on. Iron Man being one. So some of these were AOKs and some of them I bought. This was in the AOK. No, this is one that I bought. It's Invincible Iron Man #5. I don't need it to be perfect.
Nice.
But it's, it's part of the run. So I'm happy to have that. This was part of an AOK, and it's the second appearance of the Mandarin.
Sweet. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That's very cool.
And then this one I found, which is it's DC, but I found it at a flea market, or not flea market, antique place. And those places are usually kind of really high, at least around.
Yes.
Yeah. But this one was like $24, and it's not terrible, but it's the first appearance of the new costume of Kid Flash.
Wow.
And I read the story. The story is really bad.
It's corny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really corny. So, like, basically, spoiler alert, the Flash gets hit by a ray, and that particular ray, whatever he's thinking at the time, happens. And he just happened to be thinking that the Kid Flash needed a new costume, and it looked just like that. And I'm like, really? This is what you're going with?
Yep. Some of those older ones are really corny. I know. I go back and read a lot of them.
So then, some guys in the community were going to Terrificon, and they were trying to get some money for Terrificon, so they were selling stuff. And even though I don't need these in the collection, I wanted to support them, and I got it anyway.
I love, I'm sorry, but every time I see that storyline with the Living Colossus, I always buy it.
Yeah.
Always buy it.
And so, like, I think this is the second appearance of Think Fan Foom.
Yep.
And then this is the third appearance where he's actually on the cover.
Yep.
So
that was actually Stan Lee's story, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I haven't read them yet, but I'm gonna read them. I think these are gonna go because, like I said, doesn't have to be in my PC, right. But I'm gonna try. I gotta call him. I'm probably gonna call him tomorrow. I've been talking with Nauman.
Yes.
So I think I'm gonna drive down there. Our tentative plan is I'm gonna drive down next Friday and hang out with him for the day, get him out of his house.
Do it.
Go do some lunch. He's doing recovery. He's rehabbing, and he needs a mental break from all that as well. So I'm going to drive him around to a couple of places, I think, and maybe get some lunch. And I told him, he saw these, and I told him, I'll give you these, buddy. You can have those.
Cool.
And then I picked up 2 more books, and then I'm done with that.
No, you're good.
This one was to
oh wow.
I had the Marvel Team Up one already, but I had to get this one to have the whole black suit controversy resolved. You can't.
Okay, bring that back up, Jim.
All right.
Because I got new people that watch the show. Tell them the significance behind this book.
Supposedly there's a controversy of the date of when this black suit comic came out versus Marvel Team Up. I believe it's 140. I can't remember the Marvel Team Up number. But in the Marvel Team Up, there are people that say, no, that came out beforehand, and that's the first appearance of the black suit. I didn't care, but I just figured I'd get both.
I wouldn't either.
Get them all. Yep.
It's an important one.
When in doubt, get both of them. And I already had the Marvel Team Up. I remember buying that when it came out. And then this was a slab that the guy had, like, ridiculous. I don't know. I thought he was way too cheap. But a 3.0, I think it's beautiful. I love the colors in it and everything.
It's beautiful, buddy, Jim.
There's some stuff right there.
You just got Silver Surfer. That's enough for me.
Staple, but yeah, I don't care. It goes back there on the wall when I rotate these around. Nice. So, yeah, those are the ones that I got. I was very satisfied, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. I am gonna. I think I'm gonna go buy my ticket for Baltimore.
Okay.
Just for the day, though. Not going a whole weekend. I don't need a whole weekend in Baltimore.
What's up?
You know.
Who that? What's up?
I just
Hello.
one day. So
Hey, that.
How y'all doing?
Good. You?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah?
It's been raining. It's been raining since like yesterday here.
Oh,
right. Man.
Possible flooding stuff going on in the area.
we need rain up here. Can you send some
Just
more
a
up
big
here?
shout out to my buddy Jim here, Beta Jim in the chat. We're going to be doing a Q&A next Saturday, Jim. So next Saturday he'll be on the show on the Nerdy Collective. So we'll be able to find out who he is and what he's all about. He's pretty cool. Does video games, comics, you name it.
And I know you guys were talking earlier. Oh, it's 141. I knew it was close. Yeah. I knew you guys were talking about Rodney Barnes, and I got lucky enough to meet him at Heroes Con. He is massive.
Yeah. He's
Like
a big boy.
he can raise his arm, and I'm underneath his arm. I
I've
didn't
seen
realize
that.
how big he was until he stood up and I said, "Can I
Yeah.
get a picture?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "How you
You're
doing,
like,
Barnes?"
hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hate going up and asking for like pictures and stuff and not buying anything. So I bought the volume 1 of this,
Yes.
and I read it. I really enjoyed it.
That's
And he signed it on the inside, so that's cool.
Very cool.
And I told him, I said, "Look, I'm going to read this, and I'm not a big horror guy, but if it's good, are you going to Baltimore?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll be in Baltimore." I said, "Well, then I'll let you know if it's good or not. And if it's not, I'm going to throw it at you. If it is good, I'll buy a couple more." And
That's
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I was going to ask you, did you read it?
I did, and
It's cool, isn't it?
I kind of want to go. I'm not really so much into buying the floppies for it, but I'm down for buying the trades.
Sure.
And
You can also,
So-
you're reading a few issues in, which is good.
They've also
I'm a-
published the first 2 like hardcover editions, which are that more than one trade. Like it collects a larger chunk of the story.
Right.
So
Yeah,
they're starting to do the second hardcover just dropped, I think, last month.
Okay.
But I love the the history of it and everything and how he
Yeah.
put that in there. And I'm not this isn't my art style as much, but it fits the book so well.
Oh,
I
So
mean,
good.
you
Yeah,
know,
Jason Sean Alexander is so good.
it just fits it so well. You can't not think that this isn't the right guy for this story.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and that's
Yep.
key. If you're
Yeah.
gonna tell a story, if you don't have that good artist,
Right,
then
right,
that's it. But so I think I'm gonna, I told my wife, I said, "Look, I know I said I wasn't gonna go to Baltimore, but I think I'm just gonna go for the day. And there'll be a lot. I'll probably try to do a lot more video shooting. I might pick up a couple of things, meaning his books, and then that's probably gonna be it."
Are any of you guys going to go to Heroes Con next year?
I can't think that far ahead.
That's the
I have
only-
a feeling that I'm not going to be able to go because I think she wants to go to she wants to take a cruise. And that's, she's,
Queen first.
yeah. I mean, she went with me to Heroes Con this past year, and and that was really fun. People, got to pick on me and say, "Wait, your wife is way too cool for you," and all this stuff, but. But she got it. She got to experience. I bought a ticket for the day just on Sunday for her, and she just couldn't get over how massive that place was and how many people were there, and how much the community is there as a and just she's like, "Damn! Every time you go around the corner, you're saying hi to somebody." I'm like,
Yep.
"Yeah," because everybody was there, and yeah.
Comics on the Mind, buddy. Oh my goodness, how are you?
He's running a yard sale today, I think, with his roommate. I thought I saw on Instagram.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's like I'm doing all yard sale. Well, kind of is not me, it's my roommate.
I saw a box of comics. It makes me think it might have been his.
so good to see you, brother. It's been so long, man. Hope everything is well. Miss you.
I'll be at Heroes Con next year, though.
So we're gonna meet.
I will be there.
We're gonna
Boston
meet.
Chris will be there.
Oh,
Bleeker
good.
is supposed to be there.
Who?
Bleeker Street. Bleeker's going to be there.
Leak is gonna be there too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what I was saying. I got a few Prison signed books. She was great. First 3 books are free. After that, I think she I can't remember. I only got 3 books signed anyway. So,
Well, I got my buddy Al in the chat there, and I told him he's got to keep me in line. Dusty Brown.
Yeah,
I got my
Al.
list. I got my list in the books, and I'm being very selective of what I'm going to be grabbing at HeroesCon. So,
Yeah, I think if you go in with the plan, I went in with a budget, went in with a plan. There were specific books that I was looking for.
Yep.
I wanted some slabs that books that I already had, but I wanted a higher, like, I think it was Marvel Premiere 48, the first Ant-Man, where he's like that. You know, I love that cover. And mine is just, I remember when it came out and I bought it and I read it and I gave it to my brother. He read it and we gave it to our friend Mark. He read it and it was just beat to hell. So I said, I'm going to get a slab copy. I don't need a 9.8. I think I got a 9.0. It was fine. And, you know, I think like that, if you go in with an idea of here's some books I want, and then I'm just going to socialize and have fun.
And my buddy Al is going, okay, Robert, right.
Sure.
That's what he keeps telling me. He goes, you're going to go in there and you're going to be overwhelmed.
It is a lot, Robert. I'm not kidding. It is a lot. And it can really take you a day just to get your bearings.
Yeah. Well, that's
reality.
I think the biggest issue with a convention like that, like Jim was saying, is they're going to have a lot of people you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to probably spend hours of saying hello and small talk. And you're like, man, I only searched for comics for 15 minutes.
Right. Y'all want to hear a funny heroes story?
See Rob right there. Al, he's funny.
So Naman and Metarog showed up on Friday. Well, they got there Thursday, but they showed up on Friday to go in, and Naman ended up getting confused. And I think this was the early stages of when his problem was starting.
Right.
He did not realize he didn't have a ticket. Like, he was looking at his email and it was the one from the previous year. And so there's this guy, Dave from Australia, that was there. Still only 35 cents is his YouTube.
I knew he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's there. And I've been talking to Dave since the day before. Super nice guy. Yeah. And somehow he bought 2 VIP passes, not one. So I said, hold on, I might have you taken care of. So I went over to Dave. I said, Dave, you still got that pass, right? He's like, yeah, mate, what am I going to do with it? I mean, I don't need but one. I said, this guy needs one. And I'd appreciate it if you just maybe give him a little price break. No, I wasn't crazy.
That on over.
Maybe a little less, maybe not the whole bone that you paid or whatever, however much it was. I can't remember, but I think it was like $150. I said, how about for $100 he takes it off your hand? So not only did Dama get a cheaper VIP pass, but he didn't get screwed in the end, because that line to get in to buy the tickets was insane. Yeah, definitely buy ahead.
I'll be buying VIP for sure. I've already been told that. So yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that was fun. He was like, I don't have a ticket. I was like, I got somebody.
I'll give you guys a hint of what I'm looking for.
Oh
man.
A black screen.
So when you go to those places, do you trade? Do you try to trade or anything, or how does that?
I don't plan on trying to trade.
Yeah, I just wondered. You have a lot of books, and I just assumed that maybe you might try to say, "Hey, can I swap this for this? Do you guys do trades or whatever?"
Every dealer I talk to, they always give you a pause, so I don't even.
Yeah.
Bother. I just bring cash. Cash is king.
Cash is king.
Even if you have a book that's more liquid than the book you're trying to get from them, they'll still take cash over that book, which doesn't make any sense, because you can give them a book like, look, I could post it on eBay myself and sell it in 5 minutes, but everybody's here. You can sell it in probably 2 minutes.
Right.
So let's do this deal. It still wouldn't want it,
Right. Well, they're all trying to, I mean. I can't imagine the expenses involved when you do these cons. I mean, they just got to be. You got hotel. Yeah. You got your. If you have 2 or 3 people going with you, I mean,
I will bring some stuff next year. I've never gone, but I will bring some stuff, because Elite Comics 11 goes there, and they have a few dealers that they deal with, and they'll be there. So I will bring some stuff, because they would be easier to trade with than somebody else who has a website and has overhead and all that other stuff.
Right.
Because they're going to be, they're going to want X amount of dollars. They don't
Sure.
care if I can sell
Right.
this book for $2,000 and I'm getting you a $1,500 book.
No, absolutely. And you guys have to go to the art auction. The art auction is hilarious.
I heard that too.
Yeah, I mean, they go nuts with the prices because it's to help support like the Heroes Initiative and some other thing. It's never money in the pocket of the artist. It's strictly going to a charity. But I mean, those arms go up, and they're like 200, 200, 300, 450. And
Wow.
so, but yeah, and again, I've never bid on anything because in my head I was like, my wife would kill me if I bought this. What does she do?
Yeah.
She goes right over to the table and gets a bloody card. I was like, what the hell are you doing? I saw something I like. I'm gonna bid on it. I was like, so,
Dangerous.
yeah. And she didn't get it, but she said I had a limit, and I reached my limit. I said, you know what? That guy has a booth at the con. We'll see what he's got. So she ended up buying a book off of him at the booth. It was like his own original. It's like a collage type art thing of a comic cover. It's not like a drawing, but it had like Debbie Harry's face on Spider-Gwen's body.
Oh,
It was really cool. And but yeah, so see, you got your own piece of art right there. You should be happy. I'm with you, Kevin, though, man. That definitely go. I'm like, SIGs are fine, but man, if you can get like a cover. I mean, Robert Banks did a Green Lantern sketch cover for me for, nothing practically. I think I paid $40. He said $40. I about fell out the floor.
Yeah.
Most of these guys were like 120,
Yeah.
He's like $40. I was like, if I'd have known that, I'd have brought like 5 more books. It was
Keep
really
busy
good.
all weekend.
Yeah, it was really good.
Cool.
I got a sketchbook I'll bring.
Yeah. A lot of people do that too.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those. Those are pretty interesting. Really cool, unique pieces of art right there.
I like it. I like it because ever since I started it, all the artists always look at other people's what they done.
Yeah. They want to see what everybody else did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do that with blanks. They'll get like a Batman blank, and they'll get this artist to do like the Joker, and this artist to do like Clayface, or they'll say something like like John. Those guys. They're always doing that stuff. What's his name again? John.
Yeah.
That guy.
It's that very example that you just gave right now was the inspiration. Why I started.
Yeah. Show him, John. Pull it up there. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's proud of it. I'm jealous.
I got one
Jealous.
more spot left to fill, and then it'll be done. But just working through, grabbing some fun.
Nice.
I got.
You're gonna put it up there in
Daniel
that corner?
Sampier did this
Yeah.
one at SDCC last time I was down there.
Man, that's really good.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, these are artists a lot of times that I was like, I just really dig their work, and
Yeah.
Sabine Rich did such a fantastic job on
That's
Catwoman there,
awesome.
and then Dustin Nguyen, who I know that Kevin loves as well. He did this really killer, and he even added the color for the Mr.
blue.
Freeze. I thought it came out
Mhm.
so cool.
Cool.
Yeah. But then, it's a one of a kind thing, and you can kind of be like, I remember meeting them and chatting with them, but this is the visual reminder, right?
Mhm.
That's so funny because when I meet different ones, I pay for the sketch of the signature, everything, but I also usually will go okay, well, I just want, I'll have I might have my shirt, I might give them a sticker or something, which I don't care if they keep, but I always give them like a wheat penny that I found. And so Jenny Friesen was like, whoa, we just moved into an 1800s house. And we found, and she wanted to talk, I found this chain around the tree. What do you think that means? And I said, I think it means you should let me come to your house and dig. That's what I think. Tell me where
By
you
the
live,
way,
Jenny.
while I'm out there, can you sign these 3 boxes of
Yeah, exactly. My boy Bleeker needs this book signed that you have. Yeah.
Now you're talking.
But she was, yeah, I'm like, her husband was right there, and he's like, you're holding up the line, lady. You got to cut this conversation off. And I was like, I just want these 3 books signed.
That's funny.
Yeah. I think one of them was her cover of Something's Killing the Children or whatever. And, no, not Something's Killing the Children. 8 Million Genies.
Oh yeah.
Because I got Charles Soule and Ryan Brown to sign it because they were there. That's too. Awesome.
That's another one that I'm after now is getting instead of single sigs, multi-sigs. So I'm looking through my books to go, how can I fill this book up with as many of the contributors as I can?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
one of the best books, the expensive book, is the Ultimate Fallout 4 because they have so many people that worked on that book.
Right.
You can get like 10 signatures of people that worked on that book. The beauty about
that is you end up finding out when you start doing research on who worked with who, when, how often. When I was talking to Jason, Sean Alexander, he was telling me how he was living with 2 roommates at the time that were also comic creators, one of which was the guy who does Goon. I forgot the other guy. My point being is when you start talking to these people about their contributions to other projects, you start learning more about how their relationships were, or you start going down rabbit holes of,
right.
You hear a story that is on a story that is on a story. And you're like, wait, what the hell? What's going on? And then they'll always hold on to you going, but that isn't the best. And you're like, what did we just have? What just happened?
It's so I love that stuff. That's the best.
Absolutely.
It's like when you hear, like I've been watching on YouTube a lot of, it's you can do it. It's either GQ or Vanity Fair where they'll have these actors talking about their history of their film. And I love hearing these, like, when we shot that, he was, this wasn't part of the script. And both, like the whole Matt Damon thing where with Good Will Hunting, that wasn't the ending of Good Will Hunting they had written.
Right.
And Robin Williams was like he said, Robin Williams did like 40 takes and said, and when he said that last line of that son of a bitch stole my line, because he says, I'm going to see a girl. Yeah. They freaked out. They're back there. Van Zandt and him are freaking out going, that's it. That's the one, and they locked that one in. But to me, that's the best part.
I got a question, Kevin. Are you sending anything for Sarah Pacelli to get signed?
I'm not. The biggest consideration I was making was with all the turtle stuff. The turtle team. I was making that consideration because for $160 you get 5 signatures and the book graded.
Yeah, that's like I always like when they have combo, like more than one person. They could be 2 people, but like anything more than one, because the discount of savings getting both of them, it makes it worth it.
It's bigger,
divvying it out as individuals, as you're stating, each one was averaging around $40. You multiply that by the 5 or 6 that are on the team, and that gets to be out of reach. Wow. But whereas they're only charging $160, now you're dividing that up with even just saying 5 people. Now you knocked up $10 off each person. That's more than the grading and everything else, and the shipping included right there. So that kind of justifies it.
Yeah, when the grading included and all that other stuff, when you start calculating all that, it makes it work. I'm gonna send some stuff for her just because I have some books, and when's the chance of me getting her to sign something? Because this is her first ever CGC signing. And I think she normally does stuff at Lake Como when they do that thing, but yeah, she doesn't do much. What's up, Kurt? She didn't do much, so that's all. I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out: do I want to send 2 books or 4 books? Because, like you said, the price gets expensive.
Yeah. And I developed a new little minimum criteria, meaning if it's for me, it doesn't matter, right? If it's for something that I'm making the consideration of selling and or offsetting my initial cost, meaning if, like what you're saying, having, let's say, 4 books of the same type, and unless I know that I can flip that book for $200, I will not grade that book to sell. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Because of
So
the
you have a
cost factor
threshold.
that it is, right? There's a minimum threshold. So the idea is between the signature costs, the grading, and then what the possible value of the book is, unless the full turnaround can be a selling value of $200 or more, it doesn't justify the process.
Well, I'll show you the books that I'm considering. One of them.
I'm gonna dip out actually, Robert. I got to get started on my day here, man.
John, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hope you
Take
had
care,
fun.
John. Stay
We'll
well.
see you again.
Bye, guys.
Hi, John.
Peace.
John got to make sure he goes because if you've been to California, which he's from California, you got to get your day
Hello.
started because the
How are
traffic is
you?
horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Oh my god.
Hold on, somebody. Here we go. Ow. How are you?
No.
How you feeling, man? Can you hear me, Al?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There
Hi.
we are.
Yep, all good. How you doing,
My
buddy?
microphone was muted.
It's okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Fine
I hope
afternoon to you.
everybody's
Good to
good.
meet you.
Likewise, Kevin. My name is Al. Dusty
You
Brick
doing
Brown,
well, Al?
Dusty Brick Brown.
member of the Comic Hall crew.
Them
Purveyor.
Florida hooligans.
Yeah, and the Florida Hooligans. That's right. Shout out to my folks in Florida. But how's everyone today?
Good.
Doing well.
Great. I was backstage, Rob, and I was marveling. Like, I know my beard is starting to like gray.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus, man, like my beard is like, I look like somebody's granddad.
Hey,
And I mean, I'm not ready to look like somebody's granddad, but you know, it is what it is, I guess.
they
So
got that just for men for you. You just put it right there. Just put it right in there.
Then it
Ain't no
looks
shame.
funny. I've tried it. It looks
Have you tried
funny.
it?
Yes.
I've never tried it.
I've
looks
tried it as
weird.
well. It
Doesn't look
will-
normal.
it doesn't. I mean, it makes your beard, like for me, the last time I did it, it made it look like black, like Nightcrawler black. Like,
Yes,
like
yes.
Oh,
it's
wow.
like my face was about to teleport into my beard. You know what I'm saying?
like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that stuff. I mean, you probably have to go to some like a hairstylist to get it
Yeah.
done, like the way
Yeah,
it looks.
they got
right.
the skills. Yeah, they got the skills
looks
for that
professional.
reason. Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm aging gracefully, so I can't complain. I'm still amongst the land of the living, so everything
Good.
else is secondary.
Right.
But I wanted to jump on for a little bit, man. I probably won't stay long, but I was eating some sustenance before I actually logged on, and had to take some medication and everything. But other than that,
How you
everything's
feeling
good.
now?
I'm all right, man. You know, I had my last, my most recent infusion was this past Wednesday,
Right.
and I'm actually feeling like the public service announcement: get your bunghole checked, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get your colonoscopy when you're supposed to get it. Get it before you get it. What's up, who that?
What's up? What's up? I'm shaking my head because you say that because I tell people that I'm not even at the age yet, but I'm like, that's something that they can catch very, so it's
Yeah,
this kid, I don't want to do that. I'm just like, it's okay. You're not gonna get an ex Super Bowl winner to check your you be all right.
I did mine last year. I did mine last year for the first time, and I got chastised because I was late because I was 55, and they were like, "Oh, that's too late. You got to do it when you're 45."
Well,
I'm like, "Yeah, but you guys just did that. You just changed it to 45. It used to be 55." He's like, "Oh, I hadn't been 55 in years."
Yeah.
Anyway, I had it done. I was like, "Shut up! I'm here to get it done. Let me just, let me get it done." But what you don't do is once you get it done, don't let him talk to you when you're still coming out of that fog.
that's stupid.
Because he was
Yeah.
saying all kind of stuff to me, and I don't remember any of it. Now the wife was right there, and she heard it all, and she was like, "That's it. You're going on a high fiber diet. I don't want you dead." So she makes bean salad every freaking week. She's like, "You're gonna eat this damn bean salad at lunch because you're not going through, I'm not going to have, because I am at a high risk. My father had colorectal cancer and stuff. So I'm at a high risk. So I'll probably be going back. He told me I'm good for now. He'll want to see me in another 2 years. But
Oh wow.
yeah. I mean, he said, but the fact that I didn't hear anything he said and she heard it,
Right.
I was like, damn. God, man. I mean, because that stuff they give you is that same shit that Michael Jackson had,
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. I mean, it was like the best sleep I've had in a long time.
You see
I was like,
why Mike needed it, huh?
I was like, no,
I
man.
can I can co-sign with Digger on that stuff. I asked him when I got mine. I'm like, is that stuff over the counter? Because I would like.
Oh my God.
I mean,
No.
I hate to say it like that, but I mean, it's like the 15 minutes, 20 minutes that they do the procedure. It feels like 3 or 4 hours after you come from under that anesthesia. It's like that's some of the best sleep I've had like in a long time.
Yeah.
Like wow, but other than that, everything is good. Like I said, I'm currently in treatment for stage 3 colon cancer. So
right.
the actual treatment is going pretty good, but the side effects of some of the medications are kind of like my feet, like the soles of my feet are sore. Like I mean, and that's like this is like my 4th treatment, and I've never, like, when I walk, my feet are like sort of like somebody beat them with a ruler or something.
Is it, you think it's a circulation thing? Like, did they say it would hurt your circulation?
No, actually, all of that is good. It's just some of the medicines that they have me on is like they have several side effects, and it seems like every time I have a treatment, it's like a slot machine gets pulled, and it's like, well, let's see what side effects is going to be here today.
Yeah.
So some of the side effects that I'm feeling now, I haven't felt since I actually started the treatment. But over time, after I have the infusion, after like 2 or 3 days, the side effects subside. But like right afterwards, it's like everything is like coming at me at once. But everything is cool. I can't complain. But,
it'd be cool though if when you got a treatment, you would get like a superpower. That'd be a cool comic book. You had to get a treatment, be like Godzilla in the background. You're like, bro,
that was on Netflix. They took the pill and all of a sudden they got a power.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
I think it was
but
called
this
power,
is like,
wasn't it?
all these people that have like cancer end up getting a superpower because they get infused with this new treatment. That would be dope.
That'd be awesome.
You just thought of a new comic book. Somebody else is going to create that now.
That's okay.
Thanks,
man.
I appreciate you, buddy.
If that was a happen, man, I'd let everybody know, man. I'll be on the news turning over buses and stuff like.
You'd be like, what was it? What was the movie?
Hancock of superheroes.
Hancock, yeah, he'd be the Hancock.
Yeah. I mean, every stupid thing I could do, man, I'll be doing it. Like I'll stand in front of a train and push it back and stuff, and like just crazy stuff. This dude is insane, but he's also super strong. Funny. But other than that, I mean, I'm good. Today is a great day. It's Saturday. I mean, I don't know where y'all are, but I'm in Georgia and it's beautiful outside. So
it is really nice right now. It's nice and cool outside.
It's raining here for the last like day and a half, so it's been pretty bad here.
It was raining earlier, but it's nice.
We got that tropical thing that's kind of just sitting over us.
Yeah, like this morning when I got up, I did a short little video short. 7 o'clock this morning, it was like thick, dense fog. And the sun was about a quarter of the way up in the sky. It just looked awesome. It was an awesome shot this morning. So it was a nice morning waking up. And yes, what Al is telling everybody, community service announcement. It's true because my father passed away in June and he was suffering with that for like 3 years. And so it's very true.
It's common. It's common amongst men, period, regardless of your race. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm 52 and I got diagnosed earlier this year. Thankfully, for those that don't know, they got the mass out. It was huge too, man. It looked like the Blob from the movie. And
Like the-
I mean,
Queen
it
is
was like
getting hers done on the 25th.
grotesque. It was
so-
like real nasty. But
Right.
my chemo basically is to make sure that the polyps that were around the mass don't actually form into anything cancerous. So
Right.
yeah.
before my treatment, I had a 15% chance that it would come back. So the treatment is basically set up to make sure that I get down to at least 0. So yeah. But get your bunghole check. Get your bunghole check.
Yes.
Just make sure they take off the Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. And
Doc
any
comes
brass
back with
knuckles that they might
Wolverine.
have. Yeah.
Pile of grease on it, run.
Clean, you're like, Doc,
You guys
you got
are
an assistant that can do
I
this?
just had a
Somebody-
Caligula moment there.
Oh my God.
Somebody with a little smaller hands. Yeah, you know that if you need the guy, if you all remember the commercial from Burger King, and he was like, I can't hold the Whopper.
Love that
With
commercial.
Tiny hands.
I remember that.
And his buddy would hold the hamburger for him. It was the
Right.
best.
Like, hold up. He's like, hold the burger.
Hey, bro,
He's like,
You want to go to Burger King for some burgers? No, man. I can't. I got these small hands.
But yeah,
Oh, my
yeah,
goodness.
but yeah, they don't use their hands, folks.
Buddy,
I
it's
mean,
nice to
I
see
don't-
you doing okay, my man.
but, yeah.
I want to show Kevin and everybody else some
Yes.
books. So these are the books I'm thinking about getting Sarah Pacelli to sign. The first two I like are well, I should say, let me get the first two. First two are definites, the other ones are maybes because these are keepers. So the first book I got from Chad RCG.
Yeah.
Oh,
in a
man,
trade.
Like,
And a
Passed
trade.
on.
So,
We don't have them anymore in the community.
so I already got 3. I got Clayton Crane, Bendis, and
Beautiful.
Shamik Moore, who actually didn't work on it, but he's the voice of Miles. And
That's
Okay.
really nice, buddy.
Yeah.
but
I like
you
that.
I can get what's his name? Pacelli, Hickman, Spencer, Marko Djokovic, who did the cover. So I still got like 4 more signatures I could add to this.
Definitely.
Nice.
This is the other one. I was gonna, because I didn't press and clean some of these because they were PC books, so I didn't
Very
worry about it.
nice, Hudat.
But she did this cover as well. This is when he had his first run, so it's actually his second appearance and origin, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's a good
Nice.
choice also.
So those are the 2 are definites I want to do. Here are the ones that I'm kind of like, I don't know. This one I probably will, just because it's still in that same realm that she did. This
Oh,
cover.
yeah.
Why
Yeah, no,
not?
that's a good choice.
Yeah, why not?
Well, just because of the price. The price.
Yeah.
G-Man.
Yeah.
The price. But I'm and plus I want to send some stuff for Jason Campbell, which is literally like 3 weeks after this one.
Gotcha.
So this one is most likely going to get sent with the other 2. I gotta budget correctly. But yeah, so that one's going to be on these next 2. She didn't do the cover, but she did the interior art for the run. And I collect female superheroes and female heroes in general. And this is actually the first Angela in Marvel continuity. She was in a series, but it wasn't continuity. So it's the first time she like Marvel continuity. So I got 2 of these that she worked on, Angela from Spawn.
Nice.
But
I like
she
that.
she didn't do the covers, but she did the interior. I think
Right.
Mike Deodato Jr. did the cover for this one.
Okay.
I really like this one. This is the cover. with-
Yeah, if I recall, it was what, Spawn 9, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so first appearance Spawn 9, but this is our first Marvel.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
And
That
this
was the
is-
whole big controversy and fight and legal battle stuff.
Yeah, Milo Manera cover did this one, but she did the art in the interiors.
Hey, I like it. It's a redhead cover. I'm good.
I like the one in your right hand too. I really like
But this one?
I
Milo Manera.
I like that one. Yep.
Yeah.
That one.
I
So,
only
let me
like
ask you a
this
quick
one. Is
question
I like
about that
I
one.
like
So,
Groot and,
For
Rocket.
Angela, was it?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Al.
No, you're fine. Go ahead, man. I'll ask you. A
No, I
question.
was finished.
No, go ahead, Al. What were you saying?
Oh, okay. So,
Sorry, buddy.
so did McFarlane sell Angela to Marvel, or how did that actually happen?
Angela wasn't McFarlane's.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't. Okay.
No.
No.
It was the other guy. It was the co-creator. I think had put a lawsuit against McFarlane,
Was it?
and he won.
It wasn't Moore, it was the other guy. Sorry, I always get them.
I can't think of the.
No, they shouldn't.
Oh, Gaiman. Yeah,
Shouldn't.
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman. There it is.
Yeah. Neil
Which
Gaiman
also
sued
was-
McFarlane. He won, and then he sold the character to Marvel, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, but it was also kind of forced to do so, knowing that he was told that due to the fact that Marvel had essentially unlimited resources, he was going to be playing his legal game for a long time, and it was to his best interest to sell the character.
Well,
See, and this was all, hey, let's use the term spawned,
right.
because of the fact that, because that was the second litigation within 10 issues of Spawn, because the second one happened in issue 10 with the whole thing with Aardvark thing, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So anyways, my point being is, if you look at what McFarlane did with the first 10 issues, he really didn't have anything beyond issue 4. So that's why he had all these different contributors to be able to essentially take over while he was still managing all the other aspects, the executive aspects that he was trying to deal with.
Gotcha.
That's why he was able to take over the aspects that he is and where he's at right now, planting the seeds early back then, whereas Rob never did. So he found out that by trying to delegate out his work, because he really didn't even have a whole lot of storyline in the first 10 issues, allowed him to plant those seeds. He was then reinformed that, dude, if you don't get a hold of your real series that started you, you're going to lose everything. So you'll see in issue 11, he started taking control of the character and actually started writing in continuous manner and in almost in a form of canon. Because before that, it was freaking everywhere.
Right.
So those are the books I was thinking about signing. So I don't know what y'all guys thought. So I know the first
First
three,
two definitely.
liked it.
yeah, first three are definitely the Angela one. I'm kind of like on the fence with, because at the end of it, I'll be like, if I did all 4 of them, it'd be like almost like $400.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and that's why I kind of like said I'm probably gonna just do 2.
Yep.
Is
I
this
never
for
knew
you?
I don't plan on selling the Ultimate Fallout 4 at all ever.
Right.
The other one, maybe.
That's what I was
But
going to
the
ask. Is
other
this
one-
all
Nice
you?
cushion.
Yeah, no, yeah. The Ultimate Fallout 4 is all me. I'm not.
Okay.
I got that in a trade with Chad RCG, who's no longer with us.
Right.
He had 2 of them. He's like, I'll trade you one, because I had a book that he wanted, but he didn't have, with a signature he didn't have, which was Stan Lee. So we did, and this was before Ultimate Fallout 4 went crazy.
Right.
So we did the trade. It already had been the signature. Since it had a signature on it, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get more signatures on it. That was like kind of like my goal on it.
Yeah,
so,
unless
yeah.
it goes kind of, that's what I was saying about the application I was mentioning earlier. Unless you're able to utilize one of those books that you're making consideration of to get slabbed to offset your overall cost, I would not suggest extending yourself beyond 3 books.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that you have other stuff coming up.
That's why I was kind of like, I would love the Angela book, because she worked the interiors. Because if you know these artists, once they get to a certain size, they don't do interiors anymore.
Right.
But so it's I like to get those signed as well, because I got some Clayton Crane stuff that I want to get him to sign, because he did interiors on that.
Right.
Like when he did those movie like covers, like it was like different movies that he did covers, kind of emulating the movies. Like
I like
he
his
did the interiors. He did the interiors, so I want to get some of that stuff signed, but because they don't work on the interiors no more. So yeah, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to those 3 or 2. Definitely 2, but maybe 3.
Al, did you pick up any books? Because I'm going to show some books here in a second. I just put in Mylars. Finally got them done.
I have no books to show. Heroes Con kind of like put me in a position to where I don't really go out and buy books no more. I still have a pool, some new books, but because of my treatment and all that kind of stuff, man, I hadn't had time really to go to the LCS. So
right.
But if I had some, I'd show them.
I had a couple of books, but I'll wait till you do, Robert.
All right. Just
I'm putting up these other books that I took out.
all right. So here's some ones I just got done. I'm almost done with all my magazines. I've got like probably 10 left to finish out. So these have been finally rebagged and board.
Oh wow! Oh, that's beautiful.
That's very clean.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's very clean. And we have the Merlin Marvel preview.
Oh, that's cool.
Merlin's the
I
magician.
love these. Yeah, redhead on the cover. Yeah. And then we got some, these are interesting. So I have to get back on the history of these, but these were some reprints of some stuff that was done in like the 40s, and they put their own twist on it. I also think they got into some legal action. This is from 1966.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that a pulp?
Pretty wild.
Is that a what?
A pulp?
Yeah, no, this isn't a pulp. This is a magazine.
Okay.
These are magazines. Yep.
Man.
Pulps are all done. Thank goodness. Tales from the Tomb. Love my horror books. Still, this cool.
Great colors. Love the
Yeah.
purple.
The reprint. Yeah, this is a big shout out to my buddy Jeff. Jeff has been working now at this time, but there we go.
Ah. Oh, Vampy.
Nice.
Terror Tales.
Man,
Those some
those colors
very
pop.
nice covers. You ain't kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird Vampires in the Coffin and Werewolf.
Look at her biting on the hand.
Yeah. Yep. I love these.
She almost looks like a vampire.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I think,
great.
yeah, I think she was.
She was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
rad.
Vampire versus werewolf. You think you're gonna bite me? I'm gonna bite you.
And the werewolf looks like he can't believe she bit him.
Yeah,
I
he
know.
was surprised.
Strange Stories of Vampire in Comics. This is a Warren book from 1979.
Oh, wow.
No, I like my vampires. This one is Nightmare from 1971. This is a reprint from the original. The original, I think, came out in the 30s. I actually have a couple of them, but they're not in this box. And some creepy. Another creepy. Love these.
Yeah, they had some of those at my LCS. All these different mags. I picked up
And
some
some of my,
stuff.
and this is some of my favorite. I like the Haunt of Horror series as well. This is a great cover.
Nice.
And then my favorite, Haunt of Horror, Lilith 77.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful.
Great.
And then some classic Marvel movie premieres.
Oh, wow.
Cool dinosaur stuff.
Yep.
Land that time forgot.
And then one of my favorite vampires that saved Marvel Universe, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. And just recently tried to destroy it. Well, it
Yep.
wasn't really him, but
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But it was great, though. I loved it. I have to admit, I loved
I
it.
really enjoyed Blood Hunt. To me, was probably one of the better saga series that they've done in a couple of years.
Yep. This is from 1967. This is a Frazetta cover. Another Frazetta cover, 1969. And this one was, 1968 yearbook. This is pretty cool. It's from 67. Got a picture book of all of them. And then 75, number 18, 118 Monsters.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that I like.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Man.
That's he's from Jason and the Argonauts, isn't he? Or is it the
Yep.
Seven Voices?
Yep.
Rob Wurst is in the back.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna dip out because I just heard my boss, wake up, and she's probably gonna wonder why I haven't started working yet. Why aren't you painting this? Why aren't you sanding this?
Goddamn general contractors, right?
Yeah, it's I got to get the work done. But thank you for
Jim,
having
thanks
me
for
on,
coming.
guys.
It was great.
I
Anytime.
appreciate it. Take
Take
it
care.
easy.
Have a good one, man.
Rob, what's up, my man? How are you?
Great. Yourselves?
Good.
There we go.
I picked up quite a lot of things, but I'll wait.
No, you can go. Did you get it? Did you get him?
Hold on.
Nice. Awesome.
Nice.
The
Awesome.
evil laugh.
Yep. Of course. I know he's excited.
Oh wow.
These are all
Yeah.
war comics I just got in.
Oh,
They're all GI Combat, Our Army at War, and Sergeant Rock.
nice.
Like
Nice.
you're able to just pick that long box up like it's nothing.
Well, to be fair, most of my job around here, which, this is my backup job, I don't get paid for it. I throw all my money at it, but it's running my library. So here's the first few of GI Combat.
Go ahead, buddy. Love it. Love
I'm
it.
just going to pull out a short stack here all the way up until where they have the checkerboard on the covers. And then I'll show some of the Our Army at War. Oh,
Yeah.
well, these are not that, so I'll put this off to the side. All right, we're going to start with GI Combat number 20 from 1952.
Wow.
I don't have the horror like you do, Robert, but, one
All
day
right.
I
I got,
path
I
I
got
drop.
those GIs too, the ones you just picked up. I have that book. It's a good book. Yep.
You're lucky. I got this from a guy on Twitter. He goes by Bill SP Vinyl, I think. Hey, cat, stop eating the plastic. Now, since I have so many boxes, some of them are on the floor, and because I've been hearing, hold on, let me take this and lob it at the cat. So, since I've heard so many stories lately of people having boxes on the floor and then like a pipe bursts in their wall or there's flooding because of rain now, just like a centimeter of water, if it touches the bottom of that box, all the books inside, I don't care if it's in Mylar, it's going to get ruined.
Exactly.
So I've been putting little 2x4s underneath them and then covering it with a piece of plastic. So that way,
do the
if
same
even
thing,
it touches the wood, what was that?
I do the same thing. Yes.
I mean, when you hear other people's horror stories,
Yes.
you don't want to be the one telling them.
Yeah.
Here's one of the early first cameo appearances of prototype Sergeant Rock.
Sweet.
Wow.
Sweet.
Here we have an early haunted tank.
Nice.
And after World War II and before Vietnam, war comics just didn't exactly know what to do with themselves.
No, they didn't.
At different points, you'd have like swastikas on the cover right next to a flag with the Confederate flag. And you're like, pick a side, guys. But if you're Americans, certain people in certain parts of the country, I don't know, like Northern Idaho.
Uh,
And I'll just get to my first Sergeant Rocks and I'll be quick about it. Because I don't want to hijack a show.
you're not hijacking a show. This is just you're hanging out. You're hanging out with the buddies. It's all good.
I'm just glad to finally be home after running around all morning with a vet and shopping and groceries and more shopping. And okay, finally we're home. This is all I want to do, just be in this room.
Yep, I hear you.
All right, those are GI Combats. And here's
Very
just a short
nice.
stack of. Yeah, we'll get it up to about there. Some Our Army at War. I have this is a long box, so I have a lot more of these. I'm just picking a stack. Early pink cover.
Beautiful.
Long before Sergeant Rock starts.
Sweet. Did you get a good deal on him, Rob?
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Good.
They're honestly,
It's like I put them. What was that?
they're not super expensive. Well, not most of them. Some of them are very.
Yeah. I mean, most of these are like $20, if that. I mean, some of them are 30. Some of them are in decent shape. I mean, like this one here, I put it a 5.
Yeah.
But they're not first appearances. They're not like the horror. They're not Bernie Wrightson, and people aren't collecting Qbert the same way that they are, say, Neil Adams.
It should be, but you're not. You're not wrong.
Wow, look at that.
Nice.
This is what we would call the actual first appearance of Sergeant Rock. They call it Easy Company, the Rock of Easy Company, but motherfuckers are still calling issue 83 the first Sergeant Rock. Let's put it this way.
Yep.
DC has put out not just one, but 2 reprints of this damn issue and 0 of 83. I don't have 83, actually.
Wow.
Eventually. Here he is on the cover.
Nice. Very nice, Rob.
And eventually I'll get down that rabbit hole of horror, but right now everyone's trying to get horror. So while people are going one way, I zigzag the other way.
Yep.
Like, oh, top 10 books like Fantastic Four 5. Well, I still need a Fantastic Four 5. So while people are getting that, I'm getting other stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you always go the opposite direction. Yep. It gives you the choice option.
All right, last two I'll show here.
I like that one. Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, yeah. And the last one here is 12. They finally switched to the 12 centers. We're now getting to like 1959. Gunner and Sarge. All right, that's it. I could show a lot more, but maybe later.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Your panel's gone. Jesus, sorry about that. Rob.
What did you say?
Half your panel's not even on here.
I know. I just want to play music in the background, and I can't. I'm not doing it this time. I'm just like freezing up on it.
I mean, you can play the music in the background. The problem is that it works the same way in StreamYard as it does in Zoom, where if one person's talking and another person tries to chime in, it just shorts out all the audio.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you have music playing in the background, it's like, cool, great. No one can really hear it.
So yeah, Al is constantly reminding me he's gonna keep me in check when I go down there. The one book I'm looking for is just the one so far. I have a T-shirt of it actually. I haven't bought a reprint of it yet. This book. That's the book I want.
Oh God, yeah.
Nosferatu, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also got another significance as far as I'm concerned. This is the book that started all pre-code horror.
Oh,
That's what I
wow.
said. Yeah, this is the book that started. Yep, this one.
Quick question.
Everybody says differently, but that's just the way I've seen it. That one started the pre-code horror genre.
I have a question about that shirt, sir.
Yes.
All right. So on the shirt, it says an Avon comic. That is not to be confused with the Avon Cosmetic Company. Okay.
No, it's Avon Comics. Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure. So, yeah.
Notice it doesn't have the pre-code authority, all that garbage on there on the books like we have. And who really follows that anyway now anymore? That was during our whatever period in history. Trying to ban marijuana and everything else.
Marijuana will make you go out there and murder and rape and kill. And it's like, you just said murder. Well, I can repeat myself.
Well, they had the comics. That's how the Comic Books Authority came into be right at that same time. They had that. Same time.
Am I supposed to be murdering and all that stuff? Jeez.
No, it makes you forget to murder. It makes you forget to rape.
I didn't realize that was supposed
They
to
had they had book burnings back then at the same time, right when that was happening too.
Yeah, 1955, 1954, you'd have mom go, hey, Dusty, it's time to go grab all your comics. We're going to be going to the local church book burning. Bless your heart, Ma. This is exactly how back in, I think, a couple of years ago, somebody found a Action Comics #1 because it was stuck in a wall. Somebody was demoing the wall. They pulled it out and went, holy shit, they knew what it was. Brought it home, showed their family. The grandmother ripped it out of his hands. And I do mean rip, because the thing was like about an 8.0.
Yeah.
And then she ripped the cover about that much.
Ooh.
It was now $500,000-$600,000 book back then. But yeah, people back then, they knew what they had. So rather than take it to the local church book burning, we got to hide this shit. So, you know, if you're in an old house,
we'll use it as insulation. Stuff it in the wall.
You never know what you might find. I mean, these things were disposable.
Yeah.
Prior to 1968, there was no such thing as Robert Bell bags. You just either laminated the cover or stuck it in like Teflon.
Right.
Or a box.
Yep.
That's why a lot of the covers, like towards the certain edges, are so heavily foxed because it's been oxidized.
Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to figure out what Biggie is saying here. That is a valid question. What was it?
Which one?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out what he's talking about. Biggie's talking about some question, but I thought maybe I didn't answer him. Sorry, Big, if I am not answering your question. I don't know what.
Q-Birds.
Is that what it was?
Probably the Q-Birds.
Yo, what's up? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Maybe you'll drop that question just like somebody else is going to be dropping a question in just a little over an hour.
Yes, exactly. We were talking about Monty, Mr. White Gloves. Again, community. This is just a community shout out. Links are down below. Make sure you go check out Monty's. It is a community treasure hunt, everybody. Everybody is invited. The more people, the better. It'll make it really fun.
You guys want to see my small magazine?
You got some books you want to show?
Yeah, sure. Figure I might as well.
Come on.
We'll show some books on.
Please.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And this is, I'm just so sad about this book. If anybody ever finds a cover for Werewolf by Night #32.
Yeah.
Nice, but ouch. Yeah, still, it's still worth keeping.
That was just sort of sitting over there, but not part of my magazine. But that's okay. And this I really just love because, well, Silent Disney. I just love
I wanted to get that particular cover.
This cover's so great. It's ridiculous. It's like look at this arm. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Nice.
I mean, so Bleecker, you heard that they're going to be putting out a new Lobo, and one of the covers is going to be done by Bisley.
Yeah, I always get his covers, especially when it's on Lobo.
That first actual Damien.
That's exactly it. Somebody said it. Thankfully.
Love it.
Yeah. First real Damien appearance.
I had that in 1988. My dad got it for me.
And I love these magazines. I like Remo Williams a lot. So I got the Destroyer.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yes.
Yeah, it's a set of 9. It's got great covers on it. Really
awesome.
That's nice.
They're
Yeah,
black
it is.
side, but this is actually the first Remo Williams in comics, I guess.
Sweet.
If you dig Remo. Yeah, some great covers on these things. Yeah.
Wow.
Great covers.
Beautiful.
For a second, I had to wonder if that was Dave Stevens or Will Eisner.
Their
inking styles are so similar.
They're really beautiful covers. I'm blown away by some of the art on these things. Super stellar covers.
Very cool.
Yeah, I guess like the 70s and 80s. Yeah, back then, I guess people would prefer to have not painted covers, but today everyone prefers the painted covers, as long as it's not AI.
Yeah, as long as it's not AI.
Yep.
Like Matina.
Yes.
Sorry, Matina. Not sorry.
Well, hey man, I think a lot of that about some of those guys. It's pretty. Some of their girls are very pretty, but
there we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
but when they have 3 nipples or 6 fingers.
Yeah, and then we got, this is actually Ditko cover for Fury #6.
There we go. Nice. That's a good one. I got that one. Good. Good cover.
Yeah, this is super nice shape. Love the book. And then you got your first Indiana Jones.
Nice. You know, I didn't know they made Raiders of the Lost Ark in magazine form.
Yeah,
That's where it started.
this is where
Marvel
it's
Preview.
Didn't see it. Never knew that.
first. You got your first Muppet Babies.
You got another one of those?
That was the comic. This is the magazine. So this is the
Oh.
first appearance. So, and then
I learned
this,
everything I needed to know how to be a sociopath from Ozzy Bear.
and this one I just loved it because I really like EC comics a lot.
Yes.
Set out day for sale.
Love it.
There's nothing super special about that comic, but it's pretty fucking dope. So, and, what do we got here? Oh, After Dark. This is Jim Starlin and a bunch of other people.
Oh yeah, I got that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad read.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
No.
Pretty cool. And
I mean, it's a who's who lineup of who's working on the book.
Oh yeah.
there's your magazine, baby. Look at the back cover on that thing.
It's like a periodic table.
I don't know. Weird, eh? Yeah, there you go. That's
I
my
never ordered a comic like that. I wish I did. Looking back,
magazine collection. Thank you very much.
Splash is sitting there. Love the books, Bleeker. They for sale.
Splash.
Answer the horror books. Are any of the horror books for sale?
Something like that. We'll see what happens one of these days.
One of these days.
Thank you, Christina.
we'll be watching 4:00 Eastern, 3:00 Central.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta go back and watch 70 other videos before I can watch this one. So
Well, just to let you know, the one with Bleeker, which is you, happens about 23 minutes in.
oh,
Because if people are looking at 4 hours, yeah, I can understand how certain people I've heard on other channels go, I'm out. I don't have the time to do this.
But if you're smart like this one here, I see what he did. That was awesome.
Well, I only did that for Bleeker's video because I was going, ain't no way I have time to start this at 9:00 at night and watch 4 hours to try and figure out where it is, because my mind will blank out as I'm bagging and board and go, it's now 4 hours and 21 minutes. It's over. I didn't hear the question. I have
yeah,
to start it over.
it was
again.
pretty quick into the whole thing. It wasn't too far into the stream.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you can just easily look it up by going, next question. Because if you're looking up transcript and doing a search,
Yep.
you can find it that way. You couldn't do it on yours. But if you're looking for keywords, that keywords are, was that the question? And it's a great question.
It was a terrible question.
Well, he just wants to know if you like something because he doesn't want to give you something that you don't like.
Yeah, that's fair. I think
I'm
it's-
waiting for the person to do the video, to the short version of Monty's contest video, and I'll watch that video.
Yeah, I need the
Like,
clip.
you know how you have the tutorials. This is what you need to know.
Yeah, I need that
Yeah,
yellow,
sure.
that yellow book. Man. I need that yellow book. Like, all right, how many pages is this? 5 pages? Perfect. It'll teach me all I need to know about Shakespeare.
Yeah, Perry will make a video on what all the questions are after one of us has won.
Mm.
Yeah, I need the Cliff Notes version of this contest. If anybody remembers Cliff Notes, that's what I need.
Cliff Notes.
Hey, the prior Friday, I spent from, I think, 8:00 at night till 1 in the morning watching all the videos all the way through until I realized, wait a second, YouTube offers in that little box where it says like 13 watching now or the day and date, what the thing's about. You scroll down a little bit, you'll see transcript. You copy all that into a document and you just run a Control F for keywords. It's like I do in my transcripts.
Yeah, Biggie, the first man thing is
That's smart.
definitely a magazine. It's just put away at the moment. So I didn't grab it.
Well, guys, I'm gonna make my exit. Got a couple things I got to do.
A minute here. I'm gonna be leaving here in a minute. Get ready to go watch a show.
Cool.
Oh, just who that first? Who that first? I mean, I had those, but I want to see what he got.
Absolutely.
This is definitely better.
Al, no problem, buddy. Love you, buddy.
Stay well.
I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. Not in a minute. I miss your show, man. I don't know when you're coming back on, but I'm just putting it out in the atmosphere. I miss your show. And he's stuck, I guess.
The 1 a.m. shows.
Yeah, the Not That Mid show, man. I mean, it kept me occupied, man. I just want to let you know it's sorely missed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to get back to this. Just my job took over my life in like 2022, and it was either keep running to Key West by waking up at 3 a.m. but ending the show at midnight with less than 2 hours sleep. Yeah, I just couldn't keep doing it.
Understood. I mean, priorities are in order. I'm just letting you know that it's sorely missed if no one else has told you. So, yeah.
Well, that's why we have a K-pop junkie, because she interviews all the independent people, and she does a much better job of it.
Okay. I have to take
You
her.
love K-pop.
Yeah, I do. I will have to make better choices then in terms of my selections on YouTube. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good one.
Al, love you, buddy.
Good night.
Peace.
Man.
Peace.
One day I'll return. I just don't know when that is yet. Who dat?
Didn't you want to show something, Huda?
Yeah, I got some books. These first little books. See, whatnot can be dangerous, but also can be good. But I got these books from King of the Golden State. He does his $2 auctions, I think, like twice a week. So he starts them off at $2. They don't.
Oh wow!
$2. So he had the first Mystique, probably like a mid-grade copy. This one's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
The Marvel Spotlight 32. First Thunderbolts was actually really nice. Probably gonna end up grading it. Yeah, it's like 9496, I think. So
what did you get these for? How much did you get these for?
Randomly, like the cheapest one was like $36.
Okay.
And I think the highest one was this one, which is the first MJ on cover,
Nice.
759. So like in ranges of 36 to this one was $70, I think.
Okay.
Which is
So
still a
great.
good price because
Yeah,
this
it
one
is.
goes for over 100 something if I graded. So, but yeah, all of this was like 40, which is people
Okay.
remember. It's like that one's like $100 book on the announcement, and we haven't seen a trailer, and it's dropped. I don't know why, because the movie is coming. And these are just great books. Great first
They are.
that I got for like a steal in my opinion. 'Cause every time I see these books at conventions, these two, they're like $100.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, for this condition, they're not beat up. They're not
right.
not falling apart. Now, these are some pickups I recently picked up. I don't know if you saw these, Mr. G Man, but I don't mind showing them. I don't, because usually when I show books, I don't show them again.
Oh, I like.
So I got this on an auction. What auction was it? No, a short box auction. So I've been following a lot of auctions lately, and stuff has been going for like a lot cheaper than fair market value. This one was like almost $300 under the last sale.
Wow.
So I was like, "Yep, gonna pick that up."
Yep.
Because that was over $1,000. That should be $1,000 at least. Then I got this one.
Sweet.
From Comic Link. I think it was a Comic Link. Yeah, from Comic Link. Another one that was like a couple $100, $200 to $300 under the last sale. So yeah, these auctions. And the funny thing is, you don't follow them or check them out all the time. You can miss these deals. This is some signature stuff. So this is a signed book. I sold one to Mr. Collecto 6, but a little art out.
Yeah, that was all right. I like Scarlet Witch, but I don't like that cover.
So,
Her face looks funky.
Art Adams made her look like she's just shocked.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
not
the
afraid.
funny thing is, that's is very expensive. So
It is. I'm sure it is.
It looks like Thor dropped his drawers and she's going, oh.
Yeah.
all right. Now this book here, that's why it's sometimes when you look for those signatures and signings, sometimes look for books that they have signed and you might find deals. So I got this guy charges $100 CGC, $100 for a signature. I got this book for $145.
Oh,
But it's double
nice.
signed. So it's Campbell and what's his name? Ken Lashley.
wow,
Campbell and
that's
Ken
nice.
Lashley.
That's nice.
Ken Lashley did the interiors. Campbell did the covers. But this is also the first. Shuri becomes the new Black Panther in this issue. So she becomes the new Black Panther. So this is kind of that storyline where they got that when she becomes Black Panther. Only difference is the original Black Panther wasn't dead. He was just badly injured. But yeah. So,
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So yep, Campbell can't pass it up for that price when he charges $100 through CGC. So I'll pay $145 and get a 9/8 book that's double signed.
Right.
That was a little stuff that I picked up.
So again, rewind for me. The one cover I didn't like, what was important about it?
Oh, there's nothing important about it. Just a rare, hard to find. Like it's
That cover is?
yeah,
That cover is.
yeah.
Really,
It's
really.
It's like $100 and something raw book, I think. I gotta recheck. Yeah,
Wow.
It's a 1 in 100 or something.
yeah. It's a ratio. It's a ratio of number three too.
Gotcha,
From
gotcha.
2000 and when did this come out? 2011. So
Wow.
they weren't ordering. I think it's 1 in 50, but who was
Right.
ordering 50 copies of Avengers: Children's Crusade issue 3?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
So yeah, it's like-
Big shops like Midtown. That's it.
Yeah.
So nobody was ordering it. Then the funny thing is, if you look at that cover, then you look at some of his new stuff that he just did with what was it? He just did somebody, but the face looks similar to that one. So it's like, is this the original? Is this the original?
I'm
Now-
picky about my Scarlet Witch. Cool. But cool. Hey, people might like it. Wait a minute. We got somebody here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Before we leave here. Where are we?
Hello, YouTubians. I ain't got my white gloves. I got some news about those. So watch my
We're so
video.
sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
Amazon
There's-
shipment hopefully is on its way.
Yeah, and we'll see if they're the right ones because they're supposed to be the super soft ones. Gotta have the super soft. Can't have the rough
Extra
ones.
cottony.
Extra
You'd
cotton.
be all right. I tell you the story all the time, guys. When I met Splash, he was fingering through a book with no gloves on. So
It was in a bag. It was in a bag.
I caught him too, though. Don't feel. I've caught him too. Doing it. Gave him crap about it.
He was sitting in the
In a
car,
bag.
thinking nobody's watching him, flipping it through the book. Look, we shocked him so much that he thought Yahweh was Tony Sanders. So that's how you know the story's true.
What you really caught me is in a chair at a Comic-Con asleep. I was sound asleep. I said enough of this. I just pulled right next to my LCS and I said, "Hey, I'll watch this side." Went over and I looked and I said, "Yeah, there's a chair." So I snagged it, put it right up against a beam over there, and boy, about 5 minutes later, I was. Then they come walking up, scared the living crap out of me. I said, "Man." Yeah, I was still rubbing the sleepies out of my eyes when I was talking to him.
Oh yeah.
It's
But
like going shopping with your wife when she says, "Can you hold my purse?" Like, "Oh, look, there's a bench."
yeah, I did a lot of people watching in the malls over that and the bench out there where everybody just, I mean, you'd be surprised. You just watch the people walk by and just observe people some of the
Yep.
weird things that happen and everything.
Yeah.
So, but
So I can't wait to commit this terrorist attack. Holy shit.
oh, God bless.
Yeah, I
Never-
think
never
I need to go
witnessed
the
that.
other way.
Mhm.
No.
He witnessed
Jamal,
a bank
he
robbery.
does too.
He
Like,
witnessed
oh
a
my
bank
God, I
robbery.
hope he's 21.
But
He
to
witnessed
to let Near Mint know, there's going to be exciting news on my channel, and there's going to be y'all are calling it a scavenger hunt. I don't know where that even came from. It wasn't a scavenger hunt. It's not a
You
scavenger hunt.
called it a scavenger hunt.
You can.
I
can
said it's
call it,
like.
but it is. You still have to hunt down the questions.
It's a
Give it
chase.
away.
Well, there's going to be exciting news. There's going to be a Halloween contest too in October.
Oh my God.
Cool.
I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm not going to stop until everybody's hair on YouTube falls out. And Rob Worst, he thinks he's got it by typing and doing
No, I don't got
the guru. But this next contest, I need YouTube support. I need YouTube channels to contact me. If you want to get your channel hit up and everything in this contest, that way we skip across. It's all about community involvement. It's all about everyone discovering new channels and seeing this and that and the other. Take a look at something new. It's not just me. It's everyone. It's everyone. So that's what I want everyone to do. Is if you want to be involved in this, and I can give you the details of the contest in Halloween. And should I? Yeah, I guess I might. I'm going to a con in October. I will be looking for giveaway books at this con, and it's a Silver Golden Age con. That's all I'm going to say on the scoop.
Is it the one in Dallas? Not Dallas. It's the one in Texas, right?
No, it's one in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
And maybe I can see Tony there.
Oh, you just gotta tell him. If not, he's not gonna. He's gonna be like, oh, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, he's been there before and everything. I'm just there's a couple of times I was there that he wasn't there. He said he's been there, so maybe I can meet up with Tony Sanders there, and I'm gonna be taking a video of the con and trying to. I forgot I left this at home. It's my battery to my Canon camera, so
Oh no.
I've got to go back and get another. I got to get 2 more batteries because that one's wore out. So I'll have to do it before I go. But I'm going to be taking video, and there's going to be some people there that I'll probably get some good interviews. The owner of My Comic Shop, and then Bud Plant. And what the hell is that? Some weird shit on my camera outside. I don't know what the hell that is.
Here's the end of the contest.
There's a light over there going like this out there, so there's something over there. Anyway, where was that? Train of thought. I lost it.
Halloween, Oklahoma, Golden Age, there.
Yeah, My Comic Shop, Bud Plant, and some other people that are going to be there. It's not going to be like writers and artists and all that. These are some of the old school guys. I'm going to try to get some interviews with these comic shop owners and everything, and yeah, and kind of promote their stuff because they come all over the United States to come to the one area, and they trade comics in between each other, and they says it's more or less there for them to get together, to hang out in the bar and hang out in the hotel room and to conversate and trade books. And yeah, it's in a hotel, the Hilton, and it's a small comic con, and yeah, they got some primo stuff, and I'm gonna be coming back with some big buys. I've been saving my money for a year for this, so that's about it. Back to you, Robert. I'm locked on here. So
Yeah.
I'm curious, how did you come up with the concept of the scavenger hunt? How did you come up with that idea?
The chase hunt.
Chase hunt.
I've been thinking about
Exactly.
I've been thinking about this for a long time and been kicking it around and trying to figure out how to get other communities involved, because I'd never seen anything on YouTube to where, you go here, go there, and go there to bring other channels' involvement into a giveaway. It's always been, spin the wheel or the little duck race or whatever them things are, and enter this and enter that. And I'm an old school person, and I like mailing stuff in. I used to get my comics to the mail all the time. Back when they had the padded mailers that were horsehair, the padded part on the inside was horsehair.
Right.
And that's where I got a lot of my big books from New York. They'd get mailed into me. So I like the concept of getting stuff in the mail. So I figured, well, let's get the community involved. Let's get something old school through the mail. And if the people don't want to send nothing through the mail, they just won't get entered in the contest. It's a little brought back from my past. And I'll enjoy opening the envelopes and showing off the art, showing off the stuff, and doing shout outs. When you get the envelope in, I open it up, you're going to have a channel shout out then. So it's a lot to give back. Plus I'm going to give a little, and I've got doubles, triples, quadruples. I mean, some of these I will part from. I've reached the age where I've finally overcome my separation anxiety to get rid of books. So I'm going to start it like this. So
yeah, I want you to see something.
What's that? I can't see nobody.
Ooh, what you got?
What is that?
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
This is a show number 6 out of 32 that I've written so far. The show number 6 was written 2019.
You put them out in 2019?
No. This is a show
it's
I wrote.
ideas. This is what he wrote.
Oh,
ideas.
an idea. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you should have put it out. No, don't tear it up. You can always do it.
The reason why it's wrinkled is once I found out that you did that, I yanked it out of my book and.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't.
No,
you can still do.
I'm glad it happened. I'm actually, like I said, I've got a stack of shows that I'll never do, and yeah, that's just. I'm glad to see it's finally happening. I've been slowly pulling things out.
I mean, if I'd have known you were going to do it, I wouldn't have ever done it. I would have figured out something else.
I said that 2019. So no,
but
I got a stack of shows I don't do. I won't do. I don't have the ability to do.
You shouldn't leave your window unlocked so I could climb in there and read your book.
I actually talked to John Comics and Kids about with this one and another one I wrote right after that. Back in 2020, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
well,
I was
cool.
just going, hey, you want to work on this together? And he's like, oh, well, I've proven to myself that I really can't do shows by myself, so I really need a collab.
It's hard to do shows by yourself. It's even hard to film stuff by yourself, and to do what I'm trying to do here with my set and interact with the set and interact with the audience, and what I want to do is have camera movements and because I got 3 cameras set up, so possibly I could have 4 cameras, and I've now got some editing equipment so I can edit everything around. But my upload speed kills me. Upload, and as you can see in some of my videos, my videos.
Right now.
Is it terrible right now?
Yeah.
So fuzzy.
Yeah.
So fuzzy.
See, my upload speed is 1.9.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it took me hours and hours and hours to upload videos. So that's why I stopped uploading with all the editing and everything I did. And I can't believe it's terrible. It looks clear on here to me, but I don't know. It's just until we get fiber optic and everything, it's just going to be this way.
You don't have fiber optic there, Monty?
No.
Not yet?
No. Everything goes through the telephone.
He doesn't have the ability to upload is because he doesn't have fiber.
Yeah, everything's going through the telephone.
Wow, no wonder.
Yeah.
I know that.
I mean, I got good days, I got bad days, and I've thought about going. It's what do you call it? DSL is what we got now, which is telephone. I thought about going satellite, but I've heard that it's not much better than what I got now. But
Cloudy
they're
day, it
talking
knocks you
about
down.
fiber. Yeah, that's the same way for a satellite dish. Somebody farts the town over, my satellite goes out.
Like, oh, it's cloudy. There goes the lights.
No joke. Back in the day, we used to have. I live in a farming community. This whole area, the spray planes that used to fly by and crop dust the fields. We used to have TV to where they'd fly across the beam, and you could hear it going across the TV screen. And you go, damn it, somebody's in the path of the beam out there spraying their corn or something like that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. But no, Kevin, I mean, I had no idea. I had no
No,
idea.
no,
you
no,
were
no, no.
doing
And I'm not
anything like this.
insinuating anything. I basically what I'm saying is I'm glad finally someone came up with something that, like I said, I'm
fun.
constantly pulling shows out of my book because people are really starting to, I guess, delve into some cool imagination on how to promote
Yeah.
certain things. You know what I mean? Which is
Well,
fun. That's awesome.
great minds think alike. Let's say that.
That's why I was shocked on everything you're saying. I'm like, hey, I got to show him this. The
Hey,
last
Matthew, how about-
auction show that I did, I created a carnival. It was almost like a gambling atmosphere called "What's in the Box" with Z Collects, and
Oh,
that's
cool.
kind of what pioneered the whole duck races and all that other stuff back in 2020. Yeah, we were doing all this
Well-
stuff. So the idea is we had ring tosses, we had throwing darts at balloons, all that stuff virtually, and that's how
Well,
you
see,
win.
that's something that kind of spurred a memory because I'm in the process. I've already got the wood for it. Man, I guess we're on the same track because I'm going to build me a spinning wheel, an actual spinning wheel that I spin live on my shows, and it's going to have stuff on it for prizes to win. And that's what I'm going to pull out of the ticket tumbler later on.
Mm.
So when I get that, I'm going to spin it, and then after I spin it, this is the prize that's going to be won. I'm going to turn the tumbler, pick out a ticket, and say, this is what you won.
That's cool.
So, and like I said, I need a lot of people on YouTube so I can put these little tidbits in all these videos, and I'll make it easier. But I'm not going to let Rob spoil the party here because I'm not going to make it that easier.
Spoil. I just saw there was a 4-hour video on a night where I'm going, oh my God, he's going to be doing this Sunday. I don't have 4 hours right now.
But it will all come together today if you will just bear with me on this video that I'm going to do in about 30 minutes.
Yep.
You will all have a chance to go back and it'll be a lot easier. But my Halloween contest, I'm still creating ins and outs on that, and I need help with the channels that want to come into it, and I can pop on their channel and do stuff, and I'll make it real easy, real simple. And
Now,
I
if
want
your
to get everybody
Halloween
else.
thing is my
That's-
show number 7,
Mhm.
I'm going to be really, really freaked out here and how you're coming up.
Like I said, don't leave.
You know what?
Quit
I'd be
leaving that
willing to
window
suspend-
open.
I
I'd be willing
will,
to
that
suspend
will be
doing
just too
YouTube
fucking
for
weird.
2 years to go, you know what? I'm going to have Monty come on the show because he keeps saying, I'm going to put a video up, but I might pull it down and I'll put it up for as long as you want until you say, Rob,
Exactly.
it's now. Pull
Yeah,
it
'cause
down.
the show that my show number 7, as you're describing right now, is almost identical to what you're describing. It requires not only the primary show, but at least 3 other shows to participate to make the show. And if you're, this is fucking weird.
Well, this ain't gonna be just three people. It's gonna
Well, I
be
mean,
a multitude of people.
Sure, that's what I
The
mean.
more
It's
the
still-
more
you're
people I get, the more
describing
it's gonna
the same-
hit.
And you're describing exactly what I'm talking about too. It's like, wow. I'm interested.
My alien Al Gore, he really helped me come up with this. And he might have beamed into your bedroom and went through your papers and then beamed back out. I have no idea. I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, as many people we got on YouTube and as much content
Well, as you
people
saw,
are trying to.
almost the verbatim though. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying if that turns out, I'm gonna break out my actual book and go, dude, look at this book. Look at all these shows. Now let me show you, because this wow.
You need to start doing what you got
I
in
don't
the
have
book.
the ability. And
Yeah,
I'm telling
I
everybody
understand.
out there, anybody out there, for a living, I work in entertainment. I work on multi-million-dollar projects. I am the head audio at the Shrine Auditorium. I open up the Intuit, SoFi, YouTube, Crypto Arena. I mean, I've Dolby Theater. I've opened up some of the biggest venues in Hollywood. My problem is I work at a level up here. I don't know technology. I hire the people to do this stuff. So conceptually speaking, I've been working on Funniest Home Videos with Vinda Bono since 1989. We've developed that show together, and I'm still working on it. I have the conceptual ideas. I don't know how to do them, practically speaking. So I need anybody, literally anybody, to help me develop this stuff, because I got a book stacked of ideas. I can't do them.
I struggle with a lot of the technical stuff too, as everyone out here will know, because I mean, some of this stuff I used to know 2000 ME. I mean, that was back when my technology stopped. After they went to all this other stuff, I mean, it's just, I mean, it took me forever to get my logo to where it would fit and everything. What's that?
I got 12 more of these behind this.
Oh, that's cool.
What you're seeing is a Daytime Emmy Award.
That's cool.
I have over a dozen awards. I know how to do this shit, but I don't know how to do this shit.
Yeah.
I can't build. I don't know Photoshop. I don't know editing. And as rudimentary as it is for most, it is above my head. Now, if you want to build a show and you got $100 million and you want to go on tour with Madonna, see me. You want to do the Grammys, see me. But if you want to do a little show, or you want me to do a little show on YouTube by myself, I've been stuck for 5 years.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. If I could just get a helper just to run the cameras and everything in the background and do I got a system over there set up that has soundboards and everything, but somebody's got to be running that back there and do I guess you'd call it the camera editing or whatever I don't know what you call it. They could do all that and switch the cameras and have the cues and do all that and work the lights that I have and do all that. I could really step up my production, but I just ain't got anybody that can do that.
No, I just need someone to work together on a show and go, all right, we're going to go to this scene, next cue, this, and then I can almost time it out. I can script it out. I can storyboard it. I can, depending on the show, I can do it all. I just need to work with someone to go, all right, now we're going to go to this scene. All right, now we're going to bump her in. We're going to bump her out. We're going to go to this cue. This is how we're going to do it. I can do that. I just don't know how to build it. You know what I mean? And like I said, dozens. I have just under 3 dozen shows. Well, now actually 2.5.
That's how when I was doing my editing and stuff, that's how I did everything, storyboards and everything when I did it. And I would take it over to my editing software and I'd look at the storyboards and I'd build it that way. I mean, I have about 2 or 3 more shows in my mind that I've wrote down too, that is going to happen sometime this year or next year. And I work a lot, and when I get home, I'm tired and I'll hang out, but I just don't have the time to make a lot of stuff. That's why I went live, a lot of it. And plus, like I said, my upload speeds. So, but with that, I've got to go. I got 30 minutes to get this live show going. So,
hey, much luck to you and all your endeavors. I'm really impressed on what you're doing, and it's really cool.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. And like I said, I apologize. I had no idea that you.
No apologies necessary. If anything, I'm glad to see these things happen.
Well, hopefully it will bring the community together and everybody will start getting out of this. Everybody, well, I don't like this, I don't like that, and drama here, drama there, and bring everybody in to watch everybody's channel and just be happy and smile when you watch YouTube. I do that every day when I watch my channel and watch my own shows. I laugh and I smile.
Hold
No,
on.
I'm not that way, but I
Before you
laugh and
sign up,
smile.
tell everybody real quick what's going on.
Here in about 30 minutes, I'm going to go live, and it's all coming together on my show. And the other 3 videos, if you haven't watched them, go back and watch them, because this is the one where the address is going to be given out, and it starts. And I've got the whole show wrote down already on a piece of paper, 2 sheets right here. It's all scripted out, so. And I won't forget the shout outs this time like I did last time. Oh, I was so pissed off. So I got that in big letters here. So y'all come, stay tuned. It's 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. And don't worry, be happy. Yeah.
Awesome. See you, Monty. Awesome. Can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it. It's so much fun. What's that? What's that?
Y'all cut away, come back, everyone's blowing out vape smoke.
Not me.
We're mysterious that way, except for Hudat. Hudat's healthy.
It's mental.
You guys rock.
It's mental health.
Thank you for being here, you guys. Awesome. You're awesome. Sorry, I had to keep cutting out because my dog.
Gotcha.
No,
Where are we going here? Where are we here? No, they're still talking about K-pop. I can see it in there. They're having a huge conversation in the chat. Sandy and Katie. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's literally talking about K-pop right now. Duran Gray and all them folks.
Yep.
She's nominated for a ton of awards this year.
Yeah, she was nominated. Bleeker was nominated. Who we missing? None that I know. People I know. Jigs was nominated. Christina Payne was nominated. That's a tough category for me, Christina. Some categories I actually abstained. I didn't even vote because I like a lot of people on the thing. Because Christina, Michael Baker, and Lucy and Las Cruces is too it's too like they can go interchangeable. You can put them 3 in a hat. It doesn't matter which one you're gonna pull out. They're the best at at promoting and all that stuff. And, so it's kind of that one. I was like, I'm not just gonna steal out of that one.
Christina's always dropping links, and she's always thing there. She's always
Las Cruces always makes it a point to make sure he says hello. And people don't realize. I told people at work this because mental health is freaking ridiculous at this point in the world. And I said, you don't know how much just saying hello, how are you, that would means to people. Just saying that. Just saying that. You can care less about it. They don't know you. They don't need to know you can care less. But you just saying, hey, man, how you doing? And in your mind, you're like, I don't care what he says. But guess what? That means a lot to you. You don't even know that. So
I totally agree. That subtle acknowledgement that just it does change the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, just simple. Something simple as that. But yeah. Oh, I wanted to say a little PSA to people real quick.
I was gonna give everybody their time here to say what they're doing.
Okay, I'll start it off. I'll kick it off. All right,
you go ahead, buddy. No problem.
I'll do the PSA at the end, but check out I'm on a lot of stuff. I do church sometimes with Bleak, a lot of times unless I have a prior engagement. So church, we got The Hunt is going to be back 2 weeks with Tony Sanders. We'll be back with that. Every other week, me and Boss and Chris get together and do graphic content. We just did one Thursday. It's going to be on Thursday for at least another month and a half. Daughters in volleyball, so then we'll go back probably to Wednesday. But that's always an open kind of discussion unless we have a prior thing we're talking about. But even then, a lot of times we invite people to come on and talk about the things we're mentioning. And that's Thursdays currently around 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. We got Band of Brothers September 21st. We only do it normally only once a month. We might do a pop-up here and there, but normally it's just once a month. We get together, hang out. See, I said hang out first and sell some comics. Because I tell people we hang out sell some comics. So like some people don't like watching auctions, but I consider it more of a hangout week because it's all friends. We're all friends,
Right.
and we sell books to get other books. So
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
So and that's what we do there. So September 21st, you'll check us out. We got the best moderator in the world, K-pop, typing away all the time on the show. And I got some CGC unboxings of not Reholder, but my Mechanical Error stuff I'll be doing and some other stuff. Won't be doing a lot more unboxings for the rest of the year, but I have a few left. And last thing, when you're buying something or you're interested in buying something, just be patient. Be patient. Look for the best deal. Don't get focused on one entity. Like if you only buy on Facebook Marketplace,
there you go.
Don't just get focused on that one entity. If you're only on eBay, don't get focused on it because you're gonna miss out on deals. You're gonna overspend. So be patient. Look out for deals. Be open your mind to buy in other places. Because there's deals out there, and I hate to see friends overspend, in my opinion, on stuff. So just be patient, look out, ask everybody and trust me, you'll get a deal on the book that you're looking for. So that was my PSA. But thank you, Robert. It was nice hanging out with you guys. I'll stick around to the end. Love you guys. Everybody in the chat, make sure you thumbs up. That's it.
Huda, tell me this. Are these good mentions? Try OfferUp on apps along with estate sales on Friday nights late because people don't want you showing up to their dead parents' home at like 5 a.m. So if it says starts at 6, be there at like 5:55 and don't get out of your car until they're getting out because they might have comics, but you need to put a keyword in there. Flea markets, garage sales, even if somebody doesn't look like they have a box of comics out, just ask, hey, do you have any comics? They might go, yeah, actually I have some in my trunk. And that's how you can get like an Avengers 57 or a good chunk of a run. And just keep an open mind as who that says. Because yeah, you're not going to find less than FMV at a comic shop. You're going to find it in places that you're not.
Or eBay. You're not going to find it.
That's even more exciting too when you can find it in the wild. Hunting.
Yeah, I mean, on eBay, the possibility is there. I mean, I wound up getting my Hulk 180 when I ordered a stack of like 20 Incredible Hulks, and I just saw him lay it out on a table, and it's like art history. If you know the cover and you go, holy shit, that's a 180, and he's only charging $40 for that. But
Nice.
lapsed collectors, that's what we have to look for. People that just, I don't care. I do. Well, here you go.
Even Bleak is a seller, you guys, just so you know. He sells comics too. This guy right here.
Yeah, stuff behind him.
Another avenue we can find books.
Everything behind me, always for sale. Yeah.
Good, Bleak.
Boom. All right. You can catch me Sundays, 10:45 Eastern till I don't know, almost 3:30 usually for Comic Book Church, where we have a lot of guests. Hudat, Boston Chris, Splash Page. Robert's been on there. Everybody's been on, really. So, K-pop's on. Steppo's on. Steppo's always showing some beautiful.
Yeah, Steppo's awesome.
Yeah, he's got just one of the most, coolest collections. He's got a little something of everything too. A lot of golden age, a lot of silver age, so that's cool. I do a show called Slab or Not the Slab. You can check that out. Usually once every couple of weeks. What else am I doing? We do The Hunt every other Friday. We do Mr. Biggie Shack's Got the Club every other Friday. Band of Brothers auction. This on the 21st. A lot of good books. Like I said, there's tons of good stuff here. Let me show you this beautiful copy right here.
There you go. Show a couple of those. There you go.
You know.
That's your sale, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mine has a big stain on the back cover.
Mine does not.
No.
All right. So yeah, all that. Go watch K-pop. She hangs out. Obviously, she's at church, and she's got Kicking It with K-pop and all that jazz. And vote for your favorites on the CBC Awards, man. If that's your thing, if that's not your thing, don't vote. Whatever.
Thank you, Bleak. I appreciate it, my man.
Thanks.
Devin.
Hey, how you doing? If you've been watching all this time, I ask if you could go ahead, like and subscribe to the channel because you've been watching all this time, right? And really, above all, really what it matters is I'm asking of you to love your books, love yourself. And if you've been loving what you've been seeing so far, well, I'm asking you just to like the button. You don't have to love it. So, hey, that's pretty much it for me.
I love you, buddy.
You stay well.
You're awesome. I love you, dude.
Oh, me. Okay. Well, I don't really do YouTube much anymore. I appear on other people's channels. I'm really only on Twitter. Fuck you. I'm never going to call it X. But I do my own top 10s, which are a little bit different from CLZ and that kind of stuff and Comic Tom. Not that I don't like them. I appreciate what they do. Mine's a little different. So I do what is the top 5 and bottom 5 from what CLZ and Cover Price puts together. And I run a list once a week. And I go, these are the ones that had the wildest price increases up and down. And other than that, I just post new books that I pick up all the time, which is like some of these, war things. I'm a big nerd, and I will never, ever, ever say I'm sorry.
No, never, ever. I wouldn't.
Plus, I mean, last thing, this is the only time you ever get to see me smile. If you ever see me like in regular life, I'm not like this. It's like,
all right, buddy. Thank you so much.
It's like Sherlock when he's like,
hey, yes. Oh, I love it. Cool. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hang around for a second. Don't go anywhere, guys, in the panel. And I want to say thank you so much, you guys in the community. Love you guys. You know what to do. Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you go check out Monty's show. It's coming up in about 15 minutes. The Treasure Hunt. Yes, exactly. And check out the links down below. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are wonderful. And yeah, that's about it. Next Nerdy Collective, I have a Q&A with a special guest, Beta Ray Jim. So hope to see you guys next Saturday, and we'll be doing an interview with him. See what he's all about. He's another YouTuber out there. And yeah, that's what we're about. Nerds are us. Don't forget, keep on collecting. Love you guys.